Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Monday. We're so glad you're with us tonight. I hope your week is off to a great start. And we've got a way to continue that. I hope it's going to be amazing jewelry. We've got so many specials. This is what we call Must See Monday. We always do a weekly event here to start off the week where it's all markdowns on our favorites, on our best, on incredible values. Must say, this is a very special Monday because we have some incredible ideas for you. Whether you're looking for, I will tell you just a couple key pieces. If this is at all of interest to you, to own a big Mandarin or an incredible Kunzite or a major Tanzanite, those are going to be really the highlights of the day today when it comes to values. I cannot get over what we're seeing today. And then also, we've been starting, I just started this on Wednesday. We just went ahead and we've got everything out of our museum vaults for you, the finished pieces that maybe you haven't seen, maybe have been here for a little while, maybe are just super out there rare. Well, we're going to bring those down, as we've been doing for the last couple of shows. We're going to bring those down to incredible values for you that are going to be your ultimate high-level values to get you something special, whether it's a Chameleon diamond, whether it's a designer platinum piece like the tourmaline pendant I have, whether it's a yellow diamond in a pendant. We're talking about one-of-a-kind designer items that are coming out to be basically, it's museum, sell it or melt it is essentially what it is. We're calling it museum meltdowns, where they come down to their lowest price. This is one last effort to get everything out the door that is museum, and sometimes these pieces aren't even on the air. That's how rare, that's how specialty they are. So not only are we bringing them out, but bringing these incredible values for you that I know you're going to love. So if it's interesting designer jewelry that you love, you're going to be in for a treat tonight, because we've got quite a few of those pieces on the way, as well as, again, the Kunzites I mentioned are going to actually be a wheel that are 5 to 6 to 7 carat stones. Only 3 of them, one of a kinds, all different looks and different cuts. They're not like anything I've ever seen before as far as price tag goes. We also have some great earring values. So it is really a night that's going to run the gamut as far as collectible, rare, specialty, and all very affordable for you. Even a Chameleon diamond that I'm a little shocked as to how low we're going to get a Chameleon diamond that is still over a ½ carat in size. So that's going to be coming up as well. So all of that and more. And what might that more be? How about your requests? If there's something that you're thinking about, or maybe you missed something over the weekend, or you're curious whether something from a previous show, months or weeks have gone by, you want to know if it's still here, we're able to help out. So there are special pieces here in an Imperial topaz that is priced like never before, an Aqua pendant. I know a lot of you have been looking for a bigger Aqua pendant. Those tend to have some higher end price points to them. We're going to bring in Aqua pendant that's got a brand new markdown as well. So all of that and so many stunners. So get ready, and it's a lot of affordable as well. So how about we start with something that is just that affordable? This is a very modern, fresh take on a diamond ring. Let's take a look at this one and get you a great value on 112-2372. And again, big Monday night here, as we have got so many. Oh, this whole first few minutes is just ridiculously affordable when you talk about what we're going to see here. So this is our trillion shaped ring, but it's all made up of all these round brilliant diamonds that are all bigger. And it's just interesting. I'm always fascinated by this ring. I've had it a few times, and I'm always amazed at how they can make such a seamless triangular design with these bigger round brilliants, which is 75 points packed in there in what, because of their seamless nature and the way they're set, it's actually going to be, you see the 4 really big stones there, and then there's actually slightly smaller stones that are really set within. So when it is on the hand, it almost looks like more like a solitaire, like one individual larger stone that you have, but it's staying in the white gold. It's a one only. It started at $24.99. That has everything to do with the fact it's got a lot of big diamonds, and also some great finishing on the inside you see there with that under gallery. Now, even the sweep of the gold, and I call it that because it's not just that band of gold that goes right down the middle. Instead, you've got something more special where it comes up and meets up with the top and the bottom. Here's what it looks like on. We can size for you. It is that 14 karat white gold. It stays, but we'll make sure that if you wanted to wear it as a pinky ring, I think that would work. There's almost a nice border that creates like the look of a bezel if it were all one big stone, but instead, lots of stones put together. Great value coming your way. It's not even $9.99. We've got the kickoff of many, many markdowns tonight, and so we figured we'd give this one to a great home, and I do think that that triangular design, it can be much trickier to find trillion cut diamonds. I know I love a trillion cut because it tends to give a lot of fire. I'm someone who's a sucker for sparkle, I must say, and that was the option number 2 for the book title, was a sucker for sparkle. But that's just me, you know, that's me. I mean, right, that's what it's all about, is if you like sparkle as well. Trillion cut gives that to you, but rare to see those diamonds individually. Plus, imagine what that would cost if that was one huge stone. It would certainly be more than $9.99. How about I take this less than $9.99 or $8.88 or $7.77 so we can get it out the door? A quick one only. And again, thanks everybody so much. Hi everybody. Hi Diane. Hi Betty. Hi everybody. Nice to see you guys with us as well tonight. We're so pleased that you're with us on a Monday. But this one's actually going to be better than $700. Oh, thanks so much. Thank you very much. Hi Harold. Let's do this. $6.99 only on that one ring. That would be it. And then we've got some, I've been doing coral a lot lately. We've got a coral pendant that's really affordable for you as well. And let's see what's happening online too. I'll check in. This is where my some of you reached out personally. That's nice. Hi Tracy. Oh, I'm so glad I got your rubellite. I remember that rubellite, so I'm glad you love it. I had no doubt you would agree. That is a beauty. So enjoy it. Wear it well. Wear it in good health. Tracy, thanks for letting us know. And here we go at $6.99. So we'll give that 30 seconds. We got a pretty quick pace tonight because I've got about 700 items. It's kind of a lofty mission tonight. We'd like to get through about 700 items. That's what I have all in front of me and off to my side. So we're trying to get through a lot of great jewelry tonight, give you as many values as possible. That's always the goal. But of course, that's going to be quick. That's going to require us to move pretty speedy when most everything I have is a one of a kind. So that piece you see on the air is the piece you get unless I tell you otherwise. So there it is on the close up there. That's our really special trillion look with the round brilliance. Thank you. Thank you. Let's move on. You let me know if you'd like that. Now, we're going to go even bigger with our ring. Bigger and bolder. This is really where I brought you some flag pieces the other day in ribbon styles that had the actual red, white, and blue of the sapphires, the rubies, the diamonds. Here it is again with the combination of stones, but not necessarily as overt in the theme, right? Because sometimes we can do those, the flag pins, and then of course the great ribbon design that we had just over the weekend. But a little bit different to see all these different stones put together in this way, where it is a lot of 18 karat gold. First of all, this will stay in the white gold, so going with that red, white, and blue theme, we're gonna keep it in the white gold. It's got a carat 60 in just your rubies, your sapphires, and your diamonds. They actually total it all up here in 98.29. So I've been loving and eyeing that designer trillion ring for a long time, so I think you guys are leaving it for me. So thank you. Thank you. I just, again, I'm going to end up paying a little more for it, but that's okay. I still love that ring. So again, last call on that really cool designer ring. As it a pinky ring, so that's how I'm going to wear it. I think I'm going to size it to a 3.5 for me. But anyway, it's still available for you guys. I'm going to shop right along with you because when the values are this good, you guys are spending less than what an employee here spends, and so that's pretty exciting. I can speak on that because I am the host here, so I know what my prices are and I know what my values are and my savings are. You get to spend even less than we typically get. So that's very exciting and a great way to shop tonight. I can guarantee you that's happening all throughout the show. But this one, the red, white, and blue in more of a cocktail style ring where it's a large ring. It's got almost like, think of it like a square cushion, but we angle it. So it's just a little more interesting and different. And then you'll see here what it looks like up close. And I want to show you on the hand too, because this is really important. It's going to be 18 karat gold, which is a lot of that 18 karat gold. You can see that designer insignia. Forgive this. That's just from the inventory tag there. So that's all polished up when we size it for you, because the chances are if you're a great size 7, then it's ready to go and we just need to polish it. But most of the time you might need a little sizing adjustment, so that's no problem. But look at how beautiful that inside work is in the 18 karat gold, designer letter cursive C there. And then of course that's going to be the bigger sapphires diamond cut, then the diamonds, and then of course the outside edge is that ruby look. So I think it's a great way to do, yes, I don't know if it looks necessarily as, you know, certainly not as patriotic as if it were in a flag shape or if it were in something more, again, a little more themed. But I love that look where maybe it's that subtle nod to the patriotic look, but it's also going to be that really big designer platform ring that's got this great big medallion style. So I'm going to blow it out because that's what we're doing tonight. Welcome in. You might want to stay with us. We might turn a window shopper into a shopper. We might turn people who are just viewers into first-time shoppers. We've been doing a lot of that lately. So come on in. We'll blow it out right now. It's supposed to be $39.99. Well, it's been here a while. That's what's motivating all these extra drops in prices. Stays as is. We'll size it for you. When I say as is, that means gold color. So everything else adjustable there as far as sizing goes, and then we'll get it to you for free. But remember, that 18 karat gold in a ring that size is an upgrade, right? That's a big upgrade. That should cost you a lot more money. That's why it started at $4,000, but tonight it's $999 instead. So that's really cool. And whether it's a right hand ring, but I think for those larger fingers where you may may be looking for something middle finger, index finger, that's a really cool look always. So if you're looking to add to a collection, you already have your favorites that are tried and true, but you want to add to that, this is the way to do it. Then we've got some coral, and I've got the coolest earring jackets. I know we never see earring jackets, but I've got them. So, you know, it's going to be a really cool, if you're not familiar, way to see them, because there's multiple ways to wear them, and that's what's coming up next here, because I think Victor may have this one. So $9.99 first caller, but we have a lot of people on the phone lines here, and that's a lot of 18 karat gold. So expect to see more of these types of values, but again, on one of a kind. So you may want to have us on your speed dial, redial, and just be connected in to us as soon as you can. Let's take a look at these earrings here. These are the famous earring jackets. Now, there are two ways to wear them. So I know this may look confusing, but I'll try to walk you through it. It's 1123450. If you see it from this angle, it might be a little easier to understand, in that an earring jacket is really the idea of having that separate piece. What you see is actually done in rubellite, and that's going to be Tanzanite at the top, but you have the ability where if you take them apart, you've got that silicone ensconced figure, or rather butterfly. And then you've got this is separate. It looks like a little spoon there, but see the different spokes you have? The 3 adjustable holes are going to allow you to wear it multiple ways, and then that is your earring. Now notice the diamonds on either side. So you've got, I deconstructed one, I put the other together. So what you do is you can either wear this stud all by itself. We all know how to wear the stud. The item number is 1123450. Keep in mind that our last two pieces, the diamond trillion or the red, white, and blue, are available for you. And so even though we're going to move on before things sell, you can still call up and get them, and I hope you will. But this is a white gold only opportunity. They're 18 karat gold. It's item number 3450. I think they've been on the air at some point in the past, but they're 18 karat solid, and there are multiple ways to wear them. So you see the stud, which has a little bit of a diamond presence to it on the Tanzanite. That's going to be either, well, it's to the top, the bottom, the left, or the right side, whatever you want it to be. So 3450 is the item number. It's 18 karat gold. It's a carat 76 in Tanzanite. So those are good size stones on the rounds themselves, because they're close to 1 carat each. And then you've got 226 in your round. Whether they're pink tourmalines or rubellites, they're right on the edge there. And then there's 4 points in the diamonds that are pave. So again, couple of options here, and really a myriad of ways to wear them, because if you just choose to wear the Tanzanite by itself, all on its own, as you see on the left side, that's a stud, but still you can rotate it so the diamonds are at different places, right? Top, bottom, left, or right. But then you have the option of adding that rubellite drop, which also has diamonds on the side. So you can kind of really play with them, but that extra piece, if you will, that's considered the earring jacket. What that allows you to do is also have that piece look like it's floating or hovering right beneath the earlobe. So the Tanzanite stud goes in your piercing as normal. You obviously then thread the post of the Tanzanite earring onto one of those 3 holes for the tourmaline. That gives you adjustability, so you can wear it longer or shorter, just depending on your lobe length and shape. And then you have that beautiful look. So they've got the backing that's also done in the 18 karat gold with the silicone around it, just makes it a little easier to grip. And also, it's going to be 1 pair in the world. They start at $29.99. So many ways to wear them, because you can wear the Tanzanite solo. You can wear them with the added tourmalines if you'd like to. And if you have other stud earrings at home, which I know you do, basically any earring with a post, you can add those pink tourmaline rubellites. They're really on the border there. You can add those to other studs that you have. Add them to what you wish. So add them to other, maybe your diamond studs that I know a lot of you picked up last weekend, right? All those different posts. If it has a post, it's going to work within that beautiful tourmaline drop. So there's a million ways to wear them. It's why it's such a versatile piece. You spend a little bit, you really invest into it, but you've got so many different ways to wear your earrings. Let's take another look here. And are we not broadcasting, guys, or are we okay? Okay, that's what I figured. Whenever we see that many calls in the beginning, it means we're not on the air. So are we on the air anywhere, Tony? Or should we just welcome everybody online? Or let me know, guys. Guys, what's not broadcasting? Is it Dish, Direct? It's Dish? Okay. Dish, Direct? Okay. So, all right. So, yeah. And our Verizon as well. No Verizon either. Okay. So I don't think we're on any TV then. But anyway, we're online for a couple people, I'm sure. So we'll carry on. But this is actually going to be a $9.99 pair of earrings. So how does that sound? $9.99 only on the 1 pair of earrings. So yeah, if you can't see us, I hope everyone knows that hopefully the online feeds are the way to go right now. Everyone's probably headed on over, or they just think we're gone. But they probably are heading on over to either TVON.com or Facebook or YouTube, which would be the only ways to watch at the moment. So we'll work on those issues. I hope that'll be up and running at some point tonight. That would be nice. But $9.99 on the earrings if you are so inclined to grab those earrings. So lots of ways to wear them. The jackets can be, again, put on with other earrings as well. And so So that is one very special way to go, and we'll show you just from a distance here how this earring looks. So you've got a really great idea here with the stud, and again, I'll show that by itself, and then you can kind of imagine if you actually thread. I always find that you probably do need a mirror. I mean, to be honest with you, you probably need a mirror once you get used to the concept of a jacket. You're probably going to want to have a mirror to just kind of look and see and where you want to actually drop that tourmaline in. So just an idea there. But that's the Tanzanite on its own, which is a great earring. I mean, my goodness, we have Tanzanite studs all the time for $9.99 that don't have nearly this presence or this diamond weight. So the fact that you're getting the Tanzanites and the fabulous drop in the pink tourmaline is pretty special. So $9.99 on those. We will move right on back. Are we up and running online, guys, or is that also down? Okay, good. Just making sure, just because, you know, I don't want to necessarily, you know, we want to make sure we just know what's going on. So I'm always the last one to know. So at least we are online, it sounds like. So that's good news. All right. So if you'd like the earrings with the jackets, please let me know. Those are here for you. And we'll get to, we'll give you a couple of opportunities here. Reminder, the diamond ring we had to start the show. We're not broadcasting on TV, so it's just our online people so far. So, hey, glad to have you here. So this is what's great is we're doing a little extra special values, kind of figure that we might have some broadcasting issues if the pieces that we've had so far are still available. So if you'd like to call on the diamond ring or on the fabulous red, white, and blue ruby sapphire diamond piece, or now the Tanzanite tourmaline combination here, you may. So let's take a look at them again. Yeah, come on over. We'll look at this. I know probably Tony's got his hands full here dealing with that. So hopefully we can you know, get that up and running for you so it's not a total loss tonight. But we do have some really special coral that I'm going to show you, and this will be fun to do as well. Again, those stay in the white gold, so we'll probably have to recap those a little later, assuming we can get up here and run in. But look at this. This is a great coral piece, and yet coral's been such a hit. And of course, this is where I think a lot of those rarity seekers, if you're looking for big values, you're looking for some Mediterranean coral right now. It's really tough to find. It's really tough to get out in the world. We're excited to have this. So 11219. Oh, this is the one that's 1112193. Okay, it's got a little snafu on the odd number. I think that'll come up. That's going to be our 9x6 millimeter coral. So we'll come in a little closer here. Our coral tends to be more specialty coral. It's not going to be the coral you see elsewhere that's got that light baby pink or almost chalky color. It's a little different here because you're getting that really special reddish orange color, which is really the telltale sign that you're looking at the top quality. It doesn't get any higher quality than that. And it is in gold. It's in a setting of yellow gold only here. It'll be that yellow gold basket. It's going to have that yellow gold bail, and then you've got that great looking coral there. So very special indeed, and yet it is going to be a wild one here. We've got a special look. It's the 6x9, yet this fluted bail. I like that they did that a little more special, so it's not as basic as you normally see. It could be a very basic bail where it's just straight up and down or very little gold. This is still going to give you room for your classic chains, a great look from a distance. We'll try it on for you as well, and then we're going to get you a great price on it, and there are only 3 available, so that's going to be it. It's one of my few pieces that I have more than one, but it doesn't mean thousands. It means just 3. So let's take a look at this on the hand real quick. I'm still going to try to show you. I know we're trying to get up and running here, but I'm going to still try to show you what I need to show you so you know the jewelry you're buying. But there it is, a little over 1/2 inch, closer to 5/8 there. I'll take it on over the neckline real quick just so you can see it from a distance there, and notice how, again, very simple, elegant, straightforward, kind of classic solitaire pear-shaped style there. And of course, being that it is more red, it's going to really look good with everything, isn't it? So yes, go ahead. Did you have, Wayne, some, okay, so thanks for everybody for helping us out, though. We appreciate everyone calling in. It's nice for you guys to do that. Thank you. So here we are. And are you guys letting them know to go online if they can? Okay, all the TV people that are calling in looking for us? Okay, so just to let them know that we'll hopefully, you know, again, still got a way to watch so you don't miss a minute of your jewelry. But this is going to be our really special affordable piece. It is the most affordable piece of the evening, and it's going to be $99. So if you'd like to have some solid gold at a great price, that's the way to go about it right there. And to get it for, yeah, $99 when, oh, I guess we do. I don't have a carat weight, which is interesting. So I don't know if the 96 points is just a, I don't know where that came from because I don't have that. So I would probably delete that. Maybe it's something confused with the 6x9. I have a 6x9 only, and I don't think I can estimate that to be that precise with the carat weight. So we'll leave it as a millimeter size. It's a 6x9 millimeter coral, just so that there's no expectations that aren't met. But that's a really special coral. So $99, yellow gold only. And again, 3 available. So if you'd like to get more than one, you can too, which would be, I think, a great gift idea, right? It's to get fine jewelry. to give fine jewelry at a price tag of under $100 is really tough to do. I mean, there's so much costume jewelry out there right now that's so much more, and that's usually required to spend, and yet here it is for a very special opportunity at $99. So here we go. I've got some really special pieces here. I would like to, again, welcome everybody for, again, please bear with us as we work on technical issues with the television side of it, but might be an online only Monday night. So for some really key items here, we've got some specialty discounts as I already mentioned, but we might be taking those a little bit lower for you. So we can take advantage of, you know, just a more lighter viewing audience, but we're glad you're with us. And again, we've got several pieces here that are big events, like the big Kunzite wheel, plus a yellow diamonds here. We've got a good one. I got a carat of 1 today. And then there's going to be some really special designer pieces that we want to get into. So $99 on the coral if you'd like it. Got a final 40 minutes left in this hour, but we've got a lot to share with you. And again, please let us know what your request might be today. We want to help you out with those. But let's go ahead and take a look here at our wheel. We've got a very special star sapphire. This is a purple star sapphire, and that is, well, one of the rarest stones I can ever show you is the fact that it's a sapphire in a huge size, but the fact that it's platinum, and then it's got the phenomena asterism to the stone. And for those of you that are already in the know and collectors of sapphires, well, this month's birthstone, which this might be a fun way to get an alternative to what you typically see, because first of all, we know it's purple is one of the rarer colors of sapphire in the world as well. These are unheated stones, by the way, so there's nothing you can do to help Mother Nature out. Mother Nature created this rare color, and that's what makes it so important. But it's also 112-4343, and it's got those really big diamonds on the side center, and then you've got the tapered baguettes that are aligning with it, so it creates this like almost semi-bezeled border. But do you see that size up there? 8 carats, 41 of an unheated purple star sapphire. First of all, I don't think I could go through our entire inventory in every vault we have, and I'm not going to be able to show you an 8 carat 41 sapphire ever. That's amazing as it is. 841. Oh my goodness. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, it's a pure purple. This isn't that blue that kind of maybe from one light or one angle you see a little bit of a purple color. It is completely purple, which is one of those vanadium-rich sapphires. And to be a star sapphire, it has to be an unheated stone. You can't get that asterism if you heat the material. So that's important. You know that every star sapphire that you see here or anywhere else, at least if it's a natural star sapphire, because there are actually faux star sapphires out there. They're called Lindy Stars. They're a synthetic variety where they're actually made to look like the real deal, but they figured out a way to make them in a lab. That's not what we're doing because we don't have lab-grown stones. We only bring you the best of the best from the earth. But that's what you have here is that really beautiful purple. The star, which is incredibly vibrant, very distinct, right? There's not that muddled color. And of course, there's going to be one star when you have one light source. So I'll show you how that looks. But it's also 28 points, but all individual larger diamonds, like the 6 that you have there. 2 tapered baguettes, 1 round brilliant on each side. So that's going to be the 6 stones in total. So they're good sized diamonds. It stays in the platinum. It is an upgrade in the metal. It is platinum. Take a look at it, and we are going to make sure it goes out in a hurry. No question about it. Even with just a couple of people maybe watching online, we are going to make sure this goes really fast. And I mean ridiculously so, because it's going to be the best value I've ever had on a sapphire, bar none. No question in the world about it. And that is because this $14,999 sapphire, which has that 8.5 carat size, which is in that purple, which is set this way. Look at how wide that band is all the way around, by the way. That's a lot of platinum in that band. And even this star, I promised I was going to go around. Let me block a light here for you so you can see what to expect when it gets at home. That's where, watch as it swings around here to the right. I blocked one of the lights on the stone there so you can see that's how you can typically expect it to look with one light source. There are your 2, there's your 1. So just to know there's going to be a star per light source that you have facing that gem. Let's take a look at it on. Nobody's on the phone lines yet because it's $14,999. And you're probably panicking a little bit like, oh, I love the stone and I would love to own something rich and rare like that, but $15,000 might be out of the budget for some. Well, we're going to make this really, really affordable. It's one of those museum meltdowns where it's last call, so we get one last chance to show it to you on the air. So we figure it better come down so we don't have to take it all apart and redo it and remake something else. Let's just get this one, the perfect example, and it's only here because it's $15,000. And I would say that if this was $49.99, it'd probably already be gone. If it was $39.99, someone would be thrilled. If it was even $29.99, I think at that point we're probably looking at one of the more crazy values we've ever seen, because no, there should never be an 8 karat 41 sapphire of any kind. Even the more ordinary, even the more, let's say, non-phenomenals, right? They would never be that price. I'm taking it lower than this in platinums. You got to keep it in platinum, so that's the only caveat here, is it's got to stay. I know, it's got to stay in platinum. It's got to be in that really, really high-end metal. But if you'd like it, it's not even $29.99. This is not $2,500. This is what I'm talking about. If we're going to have a lighter audience like this, then we're going to have to really take the museum meltdowns and make them even more so, even more discounted, even more high value for you, even more savings. And that's what's happening right now, where this is not even 24 or 23 or 22. And I need a collector. And if you're going, I don't know if I'm a collector, you are when you get that stone in your collection. You are a bona fide sapphire collector at that point. And this is what's happening. We're not even doing $22.99. It's only going to be $1,999. That's it for an incredible stone, almost 8.5 carats in a pure, beautiful purple. That is the color purple that I'm all about right now. I'm obsessed with this color right now. I am trying to add a lot of this color to my wardrobe. I'm obsessed with that color. I love it. That is the way to do it right now. That is the way to get a superstar, quite literally, in that size, in platinum, bigger diamonds. Those diamonds are not all going to be equal in size, of course, but you figure each one on average is going to be about 5 points. So $19.99, one caller only. All right, then we're going to go to our Paraiba deal. Because, yeah, we're going to go to a green Paraiba, a blue-green. And then we've also got a great-looking pendant. And, oh, I have Rhodochrosite marked down as well. A 61 point. You've got the sapphire. Thank you so much. Let's get to the Paraiba, because if I'm going to keep values like this going, why not? We're staying right here to welcome in the gorgeous blue-green neon of a Paraiba tourmaline that is item number 1125767, and that is extraordinary, isn't it? So that's a beauty in a bridge here, and you've got the great color, and there's something always distinctive about the neons of a Paraiba, right? It's not like a regular green tourmaline that has a more traditional color to it. This is very different. The item number is 1125767, and it's going to be a carat 11. This will be really easy. It's a carat 11 in the stone, 111, and then it's going to be 99 points in the diamonds in that bridge. It's a fabulous blue-green. I would say 60% green, 40% blue is the ratio approximately on that one. Of course, the copper content is what makes it Paraiba in the first place. You've got a gorgeous 4 rows of diamonds that run both underneath and around it, and then couple up with that halo. It's just a beauty, and yet it is going to be very affordable. And normally affordable and Paraiba either aren't mentioned together, or affordable in Paraiba sometimes means 10 grand, $99.99. Well, that's not the case here. And again, on a Monday night markdown where I still have brand new for you. Yes, we have pieces you've seen before. Yes, we have blowouts and wheels. Yes, we have brand new top of the hours. And yes, we do have brand new individual one-of-a-kinds like this one is, that are going to be so, so, so affordable. You're going to love this. And for those of you that say, I don't know if I'm ever going to get a Paraiba, because if that, maybe the budget tells you otherwise, maybe the budget's what's getting in the way a little bit of owning this very rare, what can be $60,000 and $70,000 per carat. I'm going to show you that it does not have to be. If you know where to shop, if you got a friend in the business, if you got a hookup, a connection, a VIP status in the business, and you've got someone who's willing to do what nobody else is doing in Paraiba right now, which is sell them cheap. That's what I'm doing, because, well, not necessarily supposed to be, but I'm going to make this really affordable. And I promise you, if you get on the phone lines, you will be saying yes. There's no doubt in my mind, because if I take this extra low to the point where we can get the whole ring less than the price than the mounting goes for by itself, is I'm going to try it on really quickly so you know exactly what to expect when you get that home as far as the size. This is what we call our mid-size bridge. Yes. What is? Okay, so DirecTV apparently is back up and running for the moment. So if anybody did switch over to online and you're a DirecTV viewer, you can, if you prefer, you can go back to television, and we should be up and running on Direct. I can't speak for Dish and Verizon and all the other ones, but Direct, I hear, is back. So that's the good news. And then here we go with this one, and this is a very, very special stone. It should be $49.99. Let me help you. And that's just my great price for our Monday night show. We're going to take it a lot lower than that, make this simple and easy. Watch what we're going to do here. It's so, look at how beautiful that is with the blues and the greens, not to mention very clean for a tourmaline that's copper bearing. And here's what I'll do instead. Got to blow it out. Got to. What a beautiful thing this is. And I'm so glad you're here to see it. because I can honestly say we have not had a carat plus Paraiba go for this price tag. I would love to know, Jason, who got that purple star sapphire, just so I can thank them. Sally in California, thank you so much. Appreciate you shopping. I don't know how you're watching today, but I appreciate how you made it to our Monday to see what that star sapphire value could be. Enjoy it. You will. And then, of course, for our newest collector, blue green Paraiba, the stunner that we have up here is not even going to be $49.99. Nobody's on the phone lines yet. This is a perfect time to just drop right on in and say, I'm going to take that piece because I believe in the price tag. I believe in these values tonight. I believe in what's going to happen. And you know what? I'm going to make this even better than $49, $39, $29. Have you ever seen a carat plus in the beautiful blues and greens go for a value like this? Well, it's not stopping at $29.99 either. It will absolutely go. And that is because it is $1,999 instead. So you get the value of all values on Paraiba right there, right now. But remember, I've only got one. That's the problem. And we're still going to change the gold to the yellow gold or the rose gold if you'd prefer it. That's going to be yours for the taking, and you will never look back, because I'll tell you, these colors of Paraiba, I have many colors. I'm lucky I collected most of mine in 2004. So 20 years ago, they were a lot less than they are today. And rest assured that 20 years from now, they're going to be a lot more than they are today. That's the beauty of it. So don't think you missed the boat. You didn't get outpriced from the market. You've got us in your corner working hard to make sure that you get the values, but also this stone has not stopped elevating. So everything it's done in the 20 years that I've been offering it and I've been collecting it personally, well, guess what? It's going to continue to do that, because that's what it's doing. So if you have your stone, and whether you have that stone, whether it's a day or whether it's a month or as the time goes on, it hasn't stopped increasing in value yet. Since 1989, when it was first discovered out of the ground. Let's take a look at it one more time and we'll see who's got it. So then there's the really pretty, I have a pin that's I'm going to call it the triple P piece. It's got our platinum, it's a padparasha, and it's a pin. So, and it's also going to be a floral. Maybe a petunia, but I don't know. I was just going for alliteration there. I doubt it's a petunia, but it is a gorgeous floral brooch. So we have that for you as well. Plus we have a designer piece on the way, Chameleon diamond coming up. That's going to be super affordable for you, and a designer green tourmaline that is no copper content. So we'll help you out with that as well. But that's available for the moment. But again, let me know if you'd like it. We're having still some issues with broadcasting. So really want to make sure, yes. Right, I mentioned that. How's Verizon and Dish and everybody else doing? Okay. What about AT&T? Oh, okay, so they're all down but direct. Okay, so again, stay online unless you're on direct. Try to feel like I'm directing viewership traffic tonight. I feel like an air traffic controller here. But if you are a DirecTV viewer now, some of you might just like watching online, because once you start watching online, I think a lot of people, my own mother, I can vouch for her. She used to watch on TV all the time because, you know, she wants to watch her kid up here every day after all these years. But I got to tell you, she's moved to online because it's just a better quality. Like she likes that it's more crisp. I mean, DirecTV I have DirecTV too. It's not HD, so it kind of looks fuzzy. So again, you might just like watching online because you can, you know, put it in these days, you can put your online feeds on your TVs and all that stuff, or your phone or your computers or whatever. So some people really like watching online because it's a little more crisp and a little more high definition for you as far as just the viewership is concerned. So, and the quality of your broadcast. So, and good. All right, so that's good. So, okay, well, that's great. So Ellen tells me that maybe Spectrum is up and running, which Spectrum is the one that's never up and running. So that's the shocker. It might be backwards day today. So Ellen, isn't that right? I'm usually getting the message from Ellen that Spectrum is not on, but hey, Spectrum is on. So good for Spectrum. That's good. All right, well, that's great. All right, she says, usually it's an art auction, some, you know, canvases and paintings and stuff, but hey, they've got us tonight. Well, that's good. All right, well, it's just kind of that kind of day. It's a random day. We'll hopefully be up and running eventually because I got a lot of really good pieces. So $19.99, that one is, yeah? Yeah, here it is on the hand again. So take a look at it. Reminder, we can do that Wayne in the yellow or the rose if they'd like it, but we'll slow it down a bit since we know we're just dealing with just a couple people right now. So there it is. That's $19.99, but that's a really, really good piece. And you know that otherwise I'm going to end up recapping everything we've shown because it's all values that should be out of here if we had our normal viewership. So I'll wait on that for just a second just because that's obviously going to go. You don't see carat 11 Paraibas. And that's that, you know, when we say Paraiba, we know it's got the copper content. It is gone. So let me just show you this. This is that brooch I was flashing. This is awfully pretty, and I'll zoom back. I got to zoom back a ways for it. It's 1123712. This is a floral piece. It is a fabulous, boy, that I would call it a pink sapphire. I'm just a little more stringent than some. Oh, Spectrum is not. Oh, I got it. Never mind. Spectrum is, I'm sorry, I'm trying to do 8 things at once and I misread her message that it's not broadcasting. All right, so Spectrum, you're in the same boat as everybody else right now. All right, so thanks, Ellen. Well, Ellen I know is one of our online watchers, so I know she's got no problem. She knows where to go, but thank you, and I'm sorry that I misinterpreted. I'm trying to do like 8 things at once here. So here we go, as usual. That's no excuse, because I'm always doing that. But look at this platinum and platinum piece. I guess what they do is they do the pin and the 18 karat gold and the platinum for the piece itself, just to make it a little stronger. And then we've got the pink sapphire, which is, I call it a pink. I'm going to leave it as a pink. I'm going to change what it says. It will say Pod Paraiba on your invoice. I don't see any orange in it, but that doesn't mean it's not a good stone. It means it's a hot pink. I'm just really strict about, you know, I'm GIA certified. It's more just, it doesn't matter. You can still be unethical if you're GIA certified, by all means, but I'm a journalist, so I only see pinks in that. I don't see enough orange to call it Pod Paraiba, but it is an 81 point stone. It is set in this floral petal design of pave, and then the leaf design beneath it, also in the pave. I do want to show you from the from farther away because it's really large and lengthy. I don't know if you remember how far I had to zoom back, but there is, I'm just checking, there's no bail. So it is just a brooch, just a pin, but that's a really special piece that, of course, with that design, it could be north to south, it could be east to west, it could be at a diagonal. That's the freedom you have when it is a brooch design. Here it is from top to bottom. It is going to be a 2 and I would call it 2 3/4 there, top to bottom, and then we'll show it on the neckline just to give you just kind of the perspective of how you see everything else. So you get a really good idea there of what it looks like. But it's awesome, and it's a bright, gorgeous floral, and with the diamonds and the white metal there of the platinum and 18K. And I've got a new reduction because it is museum meltdown time. So we'll take this one down from $59.99, which is a little more than maybe some people like to spend on a brooch, but you know that I think everyone wants to have one good high quality brooch in their collection. I really recommend that. I use mine all the time. I use mine as like a little wardrobe hack sometimes and like a little fix sometimes, just have it with me all the time. And so, you know, it's just kind of one of those pieces where if you need to just even modify, like be a little, you know, tailor on the go, you can do that with a brooch. So I think as a woman who, you know, wants to look put together and polished, I think it's always good to have a brooch in your collection just for accessorization, but also from a practical standpoint. But it's $19.99 if you'd like it. So a special way to get that one. And then we've got Sweet Home Rhodochrosite, which is some really, really unusual rare material. I've got another pendant or two. We've got some big old diamond earrings that are huge button style earrings. And who got the Paraiba there, Wayne? I would love to thank them too. Oh, is that Misty D by any chance? Oh, good. We've been shopping together for a long time. So thank you, Misty. I appreciate that. Great pickup on the Paraiba. I haven't even taken off my hand yet because I've got only one hand in use with this, holding this brooch. Yes. The first one, yeah, the trillion style with the rounds, you got it. I will show that coming up. Let me leave this here for just a moment, and I'll go walk over and get that one for you. Who was asking about that? Who? Okay, Marge, we'll show it again for you. This is how we started the show, and I know there, again, might be some folks just tuning in here, getting themselves situated online or whatnot. So it is a fabulous diamond ring. I want to show this, Marge, to you. I love this ring. I love this. I've always thought I'd wear this as a pinky ring, so just an option there for you. It's not that it's small. It's just got this really distinct shape of the trillion, made up of the 75 points of the round brilliant diamonds, which are large. It's going to be also the 14 karat white gold, stays as is there, and we're going to do something tremendous here with your value so that it can go out the door. Now, it is a beautiful look, all completely shielded by that border. Oh, thank you, Misty, so much. Oh, I'm so excited for you, and you're very, very welcome. Oh, I love that. Oh, and thank you so much for your kind compliments. That's so sweet of you, Misty. Thank you. I appreciate that. You guys are so nice. Nice to feel the love. There's so much negativity out there that it's just nice to feel the love, and thank you for those of you that do. Let's talk about this one, and I'll show it on the hand for Marge as well. This one had that great finishing on the inside, so really good. I mean, you see how even solid the basket work is beyond it, from the profile, from the back, so you can rest assured it's even going to be well made and comfortable. But look at how pretty, and these sweeps of gold that come up not just down the middle, but I love that this side comes up a little bit higher, this side a little lower, so they're meeting up more or less with the corners of the trillion, and it was $699 to get this one home. So it's a very, very important piece that you have, and yet it is just a lovely, lovely, lovely design. That the trillion is very significant. I was mentioning this earlier. Trillion cut diamonds are some of the most expensive out there when you get into big stones, even the accents. Every now and then we'll see a trillion as a little side stone detail, even those, when we've had those trillions, they're very, very expensive. So it's really lovely to be able to get that look of what would be, if it were an individual stone, it'd be approximately 2.5, 3 carats. So it's a very big look. It's a dynamite ring. Of course, we still used, a lot of times you might expect a lot of little stones. It's not a lot of little stones. It's big stones that you have there. So it's still a really important piece, but it's only $6.99. So that is going to be an amazing, amazing value. Then don't forget we have this Chameleon diamond, which is also one of, I think, our top deals tonight is our Chameleon diamond, and this unbelievable, I keep wanting to call it a Paraiba because it looks like a Paraiba, but it's more rare. That's an Imperial. Oh, that color is everything. So get ready. Plus, we'll have some big earring specials for you. If you've ever wanted a Mandarin garnet, it's your night. It is your night to get a Mandarin garnet. Then I have this great big designer piece. I love this one. I was so astounded with the weight of it. Yes. Oh, good. So slowly but surely, I've got word that a dish looks like it's back up and running. So first direct, now dish. So again, I say it because if you are online and you prefer watching on your television the traditional way, you can go to your dish television and it should be at this point up and running. So good news there. All right, so here we go. No, still no word on Verizon or Spectrum or any of those, but we'll let you know when we have it. But look how pretty this is. This I've never seen before. They keep some jewelry from me sometimes. Some of it's hidden, and I don't know why, because this is a piece that I would love to get out the door, because 112-3685, well, I'm kind of glad, because it looks like it's been on the air for $79.99, and that price I don't think is enough value for you. I'm really value oriented, and that's, you know, I'm quality first, but then it's got to be both. It can't just be quality. I could be a lot of places right now if it was just about, hey, here's some really expensive jewelry. I mean, right? We all love to look at beautiful, expensive pieces. It's a great hobby of ours as jewelry lovers, right? Nothing better than walking into a great big design house and looking at what they have. But again, sometimes you need basically the price of a single-story, single-family home to buy a piece of jewelry in a great designer store. So I love that we can bring you both, and that's really the idea here. This is platinum, and it's also going to be an 855 in this beautiful, I'm not going to call it a nickelite, but it's very much blue and green. It's got a teal presence, so I would think the accurate term would be teal tourmaline here. It's the emerald cut, it's super clean, but then, oh, these diamonds, they're only four princess cut diamonds that are so large, they're actually going to be about 13.5 points. Those are, for the record, the largest diamond accents I've had in round brilliance on this show. Now they're in princess cuts, if you can believe that. And see how there's the one up top and the one up bottom, except you really have, this is the top. I mean, this is where the bail is. Although if you have a really, really thin chain, I think it's going to be iffy if it's going to go back through those other slots. So I think that this would be your best way to go. It's solid platinum. It's 3685, 112-3685. So a very important piece. And this is going to be, oh, look at that. Look at the way that's shining. So, oh, that's wonderful. So Sally, thank you so much. Oh, and good. Karen tells me, or at least tells us on YouTube, that Karen said that Uverse is back in Tennessee. So that's good too. All right, well, thank you, Karen. Okay, good. So who knows, slowly but surely we're hopefully back up and running. So whether folks come back to us or not, we'll find out. But this is our 855, and thank you so much for bearing with us, guys. I don't know what's going on, but I don't run that side of the business. But this is our platinum piece with the 855 and the 54 points in the diamonds. And so really huge individual stones. It stays as is in platinum, but it's a really clean emerald cut tourmaline. You see it's got the blues and the greens. Let me show it from a distance because it is wild. It is really, really large. And because it's platinum, remember how dense platinum is? So you get a great weight to the piece also. And then let me show you the distance with the measurement here so you get a really good idea of what to expect. I mean, it's just like you're almost like that design where it's very sleek, very modern. You've got an inch and, I would say, inch and 7/8 there, top to bottom, but it's so fresh because, you know, sometimes these designs that are very linear like this, that are north to south, they're very thin, very narrow. This is giving you, look at that, that's giving you a nice, powerful presence. And then it's the depth of the platinum. It's the, did you guys see the shine of that stone? Maybe we need to go back. Look at that. You know, I think there's something about the lighting, and I like to do this because the lighting is very different here where I stand than it is up close. And sometimes it's a big benefit to actually have a little less light like you do there, because look at the shine of that stone that's happening, not to mention all the mirror finished metal that you have, all the platinum that's there. It is weighty, and we're gonna make this one very affordable. It's only gonna be, you know what, it looks like, yeah, $69.99 is going to the wayside as well. We're gonna switch that up. I have got a lovely opportunity for one caller. but it's only going to be, I was going to do $19.99, but we've had that price a few times and we love it, but I'm going to go lower than $19.99. So far, $5,000 have been saved. Well, what if I tell you to not save $5,000 because I'm going to do better? We're going to make it a lot better. We're going to get this lower. And again, how many pendants do you see that are platinum with almost 2 inches? And the depth is there to, again, remind you, look at the side profile. That's how it's going to sit up off the neckline. Look at the inside and how that's finished. This is a gorgeous piece and very modern. And I'm going to make it, better than even $19, $18, $17, $99, $16.99. We're going extra low on this one. That's really the idea tonight. Take everything down to its rock bottom low. This one's going to be $1,500, $99 only. So that will be the deal that sends it flying on out of here. You know it will. And we are already, guys, 45 minutes gone from our show so far. That trillion ring for $6.99. How is that still here? I think because, again, we weren't broadcasting, so maybe we'll recap a few of those. Just a reminder, we had the $99 coral pendant in gold. We had the really special red, white, and blue 18 karat gold monster ring. This is a very large platform pedestal of jewelry. Look at that. That's the diamonds, the sapphires, and the rubies together. That was $9.99. An 18 karat designer piece there, 18 karat gold, of course, and that's a carat 60 of your total gem weight with that designer insignia. You know what that means. So that's going to be a great big designer piece there for $9.99. So huge value. And then at the top of the hour, which is only 15 minutes away, we'll do our Kunzite trio. It's a really quick one. And then I do want to mention the fact I said that there's a Mandarin. This is the Mandarin I'm talking about. And if anybody has had Mandarin garnet on your radar, and I know that I've been fielding a lot of requests for it lately, I think it's kind of taken us by storm. The more we show it, the more popular it tends to be, the more that I think our gals want to get on the Mandarin bandwagon here. That's a really, really important stone, really bright. I mean, it seriously looks a little bit, right? What did you say, crazy? Radiant. Like it just almost looks, I mean, this is a term I've used before, but it really sincerely looks like it's plugged in. It looks like there's a battery pack behind the basket. It doesn't even look, and I hate to say this because we only do natural stones, but it doesn't even look real, right? It doesn't look, what I mean is it just is like a supernatural brightness, color, clarity, and neon that you don't see come together even in the best Mandarins we've had formerly. And that's what I love so much about it. So like I said, if you've been thinking about a Mandarin, I think that's where you're going to turn your attention tonight, is that Mandarin garnet. So it's coming up. We'll do that probably. It'll probably be the bottom of next hour, assuming we can get our broadcast partners up and running. But again, pendant's still here if you'd like it for $15.99 with that teal tourmaline. Also the red, white, and blue ring in the 18 karat gold. That's under $1,000. We had a $99 pear-shaped Mediterranean coral pendant in gold, still here. But again, lots of you just may now be tuning in. I hope we get everyone back with us. So this is where we've got the Kunzite deal coming up in 13 minutes. I've only got 3. It's going to be your choice of, we have a round and an emerald cut, and wait till you see the oval. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But before we do any of that, I have to show you our Chameleon diamond. It's unusual to bring this out in the first hour, but that's how good this value is. Chameleon diamonds. If you're going, what the heck is a chameleon diamond? And if you go with the logical way that we grew up knowing what a chameleon as far as an animal is, or an whatever it might be, what would you call it? Amphibian maybe, I don't know. But there's chameleons that actually adapt to their environment. That's not exactly what this does. I've been really kind of pioneering a campaign with GIA. It's not the most important thing in the gem world right now, but it's certainly something that I would like to consider renaming, because I think there's a better way to describe it. But the truth is, it's not something that's out there in many places. And so we have been really fortunate to bring you a few stones, and this chameleon diamond that is a color-changing diamond. We should probably just call it that, because that's what we call our color-changing diaspores. And you know, we have color-changing sphene, and we have the color-changing chrysoberyl, which is alexandrite. This is a color-change diamond. So it's actually 2 exotic colors in one stone. Think about your green diamonds. Think about your orange diamonds, how rare each of those are as their own separate entities, and then you get a stone that's both in one. Take a look. And why I'm showing it to you this early is because the price tag, the drop in our museum meltdown segment here, is unfathomable. It's item number 1120502, and it is very special because it's still hitting one of those magic sizes. We use that term in the diamond business to describe something that is of a certain level where the prices jump. You know, there are regular diamonds, and diamonds can be all different sizes, as we know. But there are sizes where they really start to elevate in their price tag, like when they hit a 1/4 carat, when they hit a 1/2 carat. I skipped one. A lot of times they jump when they hit 33 points. Why? That's 1/3 of a carat, 50 points, 75 points. They really start to jump and when they hit those thresholds. So when you have a 51 point on something that is as rare as this is, it's exciting. 1120-502. This is our 51 pointer, and it's got, as all of our chameleons do, a full GIA certificate to go with it. But for those of you who have also said, like we did with Paraiba, I just had that response with our Paraiba was, I never thought I'd get one. I never thought I'd see one affordable like that was, and it's a beautiful stone and I got it. Well, the same thing's happening now. If you've said that about chameleons and you want to have one, but you know they are some of the more high-priced stones in the land, here's your chance to pick one up at a price I've never seen before. And here's your cert that's going with it. So it is a pear-shaped green to start. But then after it heats up, let's take a look at this cert here really quickly because it's from the GIA and it's coming with the piece for free. Pear Modified Brilliant. 4 by 6 millimeter, 51 pointer. They'll always label it as multiple colors because it does change colors. So it's a fancy deep brown, green, yellow, and it's an SI2. We still give the clarity grading. There's the comments down below, which is what a chameleon is, how it temporarily, when it's a change that does not stay permanent. It's going to go back and forth depending on the ambient temperature. So here's your clarity grading. Again, all inclusions here from the front are primarily on the outskirts. So those are not going to be, they're really hidden behind faceting. So that's like your blown up kind of super magnified view. The back, the front of your pear shape, the full-on clarity scale, and the diamond color scale. Let's go back and take a look at this incredible ring in a great mounting where it's going to have this lacy work about it, diamonds at 38 points in the white diamonds, and I always love a chameleon. Sometimes they start a little more yellow and then they turn to a different shade of yellow. Well, yellow diamonds still are not as rare, number one, as a green or an orange. So I personally think that if you want to go to the rarest high level of chameleon, you want the ones that start as really true greens, like this one does, and go to a more golden orangey tone, like this one also does. So that's really important because then you get two very exotic colors of diamond in that same stone. And being over a 1/2 carat, and given that this one had a $99.99 price tag, there's a lot going on in this bag. There's a lot of discounts up there. There's a lot happening. And each and every one of those signifies a drop in the price. But tonight, nothing holds a candle to what I'm about to do tonight on each and every piece you see. That's because this is what we do. It's our weekly Monday night date where this is what we do every Monday night. And to make one this affordable, come on in. Don't want you to be second or third because, yeah, there's only one. And even with other chameleons here that have been brought down, there is nothing in our collection that is this affordable. So if you do want a chameleon that is still a big size but still very affordable, this is definitely it. That full cert coming with it. I want to try it on before we get down to this new low, which is not $49.99 either. And how many of you were looking at the big one that I had the other day? That was still $13,000. And granted, that was a great value on that stone, but it was $13,000. Not a lot of people could just say, okay, sure, I'll take it. This is where it's so affordable, it's likely to be one of those, oh, I didn't even expect to save that much. It's not even $39.99. We have now seen the biggest drop in a 1/2 carat stone ever right now with $39.99. And here's the hint, it's going lower. So if you want to come on in, we've already got 2 people thinking about it. Not going to be long for this world. We know that. It's not even $3,500. That's the thing. I've seen a $36.99 stone before. It was a 33 pointer though. It was only 1/3 of a carat. This is over a 1/2. So that already should tell you there's a big value happening at this moment. It is not 35. It is not $34.99. It's not 33 or 32 or 31. This is a 1/2 carat. It's more than that. It's 51 points. And you still, I got to tell you this little tip. If it was just a green diamond, you know how rare green diamonds are in the scheme of the colors of diamonds? Extremely. The more commonplace of the colors would be the champagnes. Then it really goes to the yellows. Then it gets into more exotics like the oranges. And then, of course, what? The greens and the pinks and then the blues, all of that. There's a hierarchy for colored diamonds, and they're not all equal in their rarity level. Well, a green and an orange are super rare. So even if this was just a green diamond that was at 51 points, how big a value is that? Yet it's not going to be $31.99 or even close. So are you already thinking about this one, Wayne? Because you can say sold and I'll still get you that drop in price. We're not even asking for $3,099. The ring tonight, a one only with the cert, is $2,999 instead to get that rarity right there and get it home to you. So $29.99, our lowest price on a Chameleon diamond, especially when, and I know, I wish I had 30 of them. That would be wonderful. We would get 30 people hooked up. We don't deal with 30s and 30 of a kind and 50 of a kind. We have one of a kinds primarily. I mean, I might have one exception tonight, and that was the coral pendant you already saw. Everything else, it's going to be what's here. And that's where, again, you never see this at $29.99. I just wish I had a bunch more for you. But that's it. I've got one. It's first caller to say yes. You've got a full money back guarantee despite these crazy low prices and discounts. And we'll keep on moving because there's also the same things happening with a Brazilian Alexandrite that is GIA certified tonight. I've got a very similar, look at this, I am motivated, look at that. That's Brazilian Paraiba, GIA certified. It's a carat 24, it's set in platinum. That was formerly an $18,000 ring. We're gonna make that a lot better for you here tonight. So it's just, I'm not leaving until that one goes. I can't, I'd love to just move on, but at this point, I can't. We got to make sure this one goes before we actually can move on at $29.99. It's just, it's like a chameleon dream come true here. This is a diamond collector's dream come true. This is what only can be done here. Now, I can't actually guide you to any place else that has chameleon diamonds because I don't know of a retailer who has them. So even if money is no object, and if you are willing to spend a couple million or a couple $100,000, I can't even guide you as to where to go. Usually that's what I can do is, oh, well, hey, we don't have that, but so-and-so does. Here's, and I'll give you their address and their phone number and their website and all of that. I'm happy to do that. I'm a shopper. I want you to be able to shop. And if there is ever something we don't have, I will certainly guide you to where you can find it. But this occasion is not one of those moments where I can say, oh, no problem, there's somebody else who has it. It's just our value and our opportunity and our really exclusive right here. And it's $29.99 to get a half carat 51 pointer. That's amazing. And it's got those beautiful greens. And we love it, and we know that, sure, a size 1, but you're not going to see any inclusions. That is an eye clean stone. Heck, even under magnification, I am not seeing anything in the way of inclusions. There is a rare Rhodochrosite as well. Talk about a stone that doesn't come in large sizes very often. We have a rare Rhodochrosite that is actually a round, so upping the rarity. We have a really great price tag on our Rhodochrosite. Now, I know there's been some of you asking for big Aqua pendants. I have this one, which has been marked down. Have you seen this 817? Elongated emerald cut in the Sierra Santa Maria with the fabulous princess cut diamonds as the bail. That's here at a newly reduced price tonight. Oh, look at that. I'm sorry, I might have hurt somebody's eyes. It hurts my own eyes looking up at that stone. So that's a good one. Then our Alexandrite, of course, certified as well. We'll get to our Sweet Home Mine Rhodochrosite, but nope, no takers on the Chameleon. All right. So coming up, we're going to show you a little recap before we have our 3 minutes left of this hour. So let me show you what you might have missed if you are now tuned in, because obviously no broadcast here for a while. So we're just going to give you a little recap of what we still do have so you can take what you need so that we can make sure that we make the first hour not a total loss here. So let's go ahead and show you what we have here left. I'm going to guide you over to this wheel. Then we're going to show just a little bit of room here so we can get a few more pieces up here for you. And that's going to include, let's see, we've got the ruby, sapphire, and diamond piece. That is $9.99. That's right there. We've got the coral pendant I mentioned. That's $99. These are some of the pieces you may have missed if you weren't getting our broadcast earlier. Here's the coral pendant for you as well. That's $99 yellow gold only. Also happen to have what really is cool is my favorite, these earring jackets that we have that are studs in Tanzanite, but it's also going to come with this extra, what we call the earring jacket. So when they're all put together, they look like this. And so you get different ways to wear it. And then if you actually set them apart, you see that this is how it looks here. So you've got a very, very special way to shop, major, like multiple ways to wear those earrings, because you can wear them as the stud by themselves. You can add the pink tourmaline, almost rubelite drop to it. You can take that pink material and add it to any of your other studs or any of your other earrings with posts, and those are also $9.99 for the Tanzanite, tourmaline, and oh yes, they're 18 karat gold in the earrings. So everything up here is $29.99 or less, but the key is beyond the Chameleon, they're much less. And here is that diamond ring, like we've mentioned before, That's only $699, and that's all bigger diamonds in that trillion shape. It's great setting there. So that's going to be, again, your choice of, it's $29.99 only for the Chameleon, but everything else is far less than that. And you're going to see, again, $9.99 back here for this ring, which is the red, white, and blue. These are ruby, sapphires, and diamonds. $99 only for our coral pendant. $9.99 for these earrings with the jackets all together. Many, many ways to wear them. 18 karat gold, Tanzanites and tourmalines together paired up. What a beautiful combination that is. And then you've got those for $9.99. Of course, the ring and the diamonds in the back left, that's only $699. So there's a little first hour recap for you as we have actually 60 seconds now left in this final hour, or rather first hour, and then we'll get you our second hour kicked off with a really special look at some earrings in Aqua. So last call on this wheel. Most everything is really, really, really affordable up here. The Chameleon Diamond is the only one that's $29.99, and everything else far less than that. So just want to let you know, if you just did tune in or weren't seeing us in the first couple minutes, well, here we go with a very special recap wheel for you as well. All right, so next up, we're going to be on to our top of the hour. We got a really special top of the hour. Oh, we're going to do the Kunzite wheel for you. We'll kick that off that way, and so we're going to be very excited to have these great big stones brought down to a price I've never seen before. So I think you're going to be in for a treat here if you're a Kunzite lover, and we've got 3 options as far as cuts. And so if you already know you've been eyeing a Kunzite, you may want to get on the phone lines for those stones. We're going to bring you the top stones, and they're only one of a kind, so that's what's going to be beneficial about getting that head start. But if there's anything up there, our operatives have all the information as well. I can get you a recap also. $99 for the pendant. Don't forget about the Tanzanite. It's just one pair of earrings. I know it looks like a lot up there. That's one pair of earrings, stud and jacket together. So you see the stud and jacket separately in the front, how they look together. That's tourmaline's going to drop where you don't see that bar. That's going to be behind the earlobe, so it looks as if there's a pink tourmaline floating right underneath, somehow hovering underneath your stud earring. And that's a really, really cool up-to-date of the moment look. And of course, this one, $9.99. All right, so those are our recaps here. Welcome to the show. $6.99 on that diamond ring. Here's our earring set, jacket, all the pieces you saw there, one great price. Welcome to the top of the hour. Glad you're with us tonight. So sorry, we had a lot of broadcasting issues in the first hour. I'm not sure if they're all resolved yet. I don't think so. But again, we're so glad you're here. That's all that matters. You're here, and you're here looking for a treat, right? A value, something specialty. Well, I could not start this hour in any better way than how I'm going to here with our Kunzite collection. It's 3 of our best. I've hand selected these. We've really been doing some incredible museum markdowns of late, where we've been taking some of our really high-end and marking them well down. So we're going to do that now, but I have to warn you, there's only one of each up here. That is it. There are going to be 3 different cuts and different setting styles for you, and they're all going to be that really rich kind of orchid color, whereas if you look at Kunzites elsewhere, you know that they are usually the lightest shade, the most pale pink. They can make a pink diamond look like a hot pink sapphire oftentimes, because it's usually almost colorless. Well, we're going to bring you our top quality stones here. They have a nice pinky richness to them, where it's actually more blues and purples than anything else. So you get that top quality Kunzite, but also settings that really bring it to life. And that means we never ever just start with a great stone and leave it as is. People ask me all the time, where's all just the plain solitaires? We don't tend to do that because we're dealing with such a high-end, valuable selection of stones that we tend to like to dress them up and, you know, surround them with what they deserve, which is a lot of gorgeous gold, a lot of platinum, a lot of diamonds. We're going to talk about gold here on these 3, but again, only these 3. That is it. And the second you see one you love, because chances are out of the 3, you're going to have a favorite. You're going to have a first and a second and a third. So I do recommend being on the phone lines ready to go, because when they're gone, and there's nothing we can do about it. And we only have 2 hours left, so I'd also love requests, because we kind of lost our first hour here to a lot of viewership issues. So again, if you have any requests, get those in. You can tell us right away what you'd like to see. But let's take a look. I'm going to start with the big round, which, yes, thank you. Platinum tourmaline pendant is gone, so that's just an update on where we are there. Now here's the round, which I'm going to put right in the middle there, and then we've got this unbelievable radiant cut, just very rare to see, and then counter that with another radiant cut here. Look at that. Wow. So 3 gorgeous Kunzites, and I mean stunners, complete and utter stunning pieces here. And yet, this is where all 3 are going to be, and I'll tell you, I've been telling you this for the last few minutes, right? Everything's got to come down, because we're doing that anyways on a Monday night, every Monday night. That's the weekly situation, but now we've lost an hour. So now the pressure's on, and so I can't allow any of our pieces going forward here to stick around. because we got things to do, right? We got new jewelry coming. So we're really taking everything down. You know what? I'm just going to rearrange them for a minute because I kind of like when I have 3 like this to put them in a little bit of an order. In other words, kind of from, you know, small, medium, large, even though there's no small one up here. I just want you to see, especially having these 2 side by side since the stones are so almost identical. I'm going to walk you through carat weights, and then we're going to talk about the diamond weights as well. But like I said, don't wait till the price is up there. It'll be too late. Once I get you the carat weights, you want to say yes. And trust me, there is no denying you're going to love this value. This is the 530 round. That's a 5 carat 30. That'll be the smallest stone up there. But it does have pink diamonds at 21 points and 92 points in white diamonds in that double halo, so it'll be a total of carat 13. Then we go to the halo design in the middle. That's going to be the 623. So now we're working our way up. 623, 71 points in diamonds for that radiant cut. And then off to the side here, the left side, is going to be a 695. That's where you get the biggest Kunzite of the 3. It's got 39 points in diamonds, and they're all the same price. So that's the beauty of it. When you find the one you love, you don't need to worry about, but will it be in my budget? Because they all guaranteed will be. They're incredible. And then you're also getting those really bright orchids. It's not just pink anymore, not with our Afghan Kunzites, which do not fade over time. I never believed it myself. So I never wanted a Kunzite ever because they weren't my kind of thing when they were that light colors. Everything I'd seen prior to being here with the Afghan material was all really, really light. And it just was something that it didn't really move me at all. I thought, you know, I'll get a Rose de France instead of an amethyst or a Kunzite. That's really where the colors usually are. But once you see these gorgeous deep color saturations, I think that any of our pink or purple or blue lovers are going to love them. But that's the thing that always intimidated me. You always read about this being dubbed the evening stone. And that was typically because the thought was you can't wear your Kunzite out and about, because the more you wear it and expose it to any kind of light, whether it be sunlight or natural light or anything else, it would fade over time. Well, the Afghan material has proven not to do that. I can speak for that. I have a 23 karat Kunzite I bought here 7.5 years ago, and I've worn it a lot and hasn't faded. So if you've heard that before, or you're just a smart gem person and you know that and you've read that and you're a little intimidated about getting a Kunzite for that reason, don't be when it comes to the Afghan. They start at the better color to begin with. That color stays true over time. Let's take a look at the 3 we have. And it almost seems unfair, right? Because they start so good anyways. It's almost as if they did fade at all, they'd still be bright, right? They'd still be saturated, but you don't need to worry about that with the Afghan material. So I always like to point that out in case you're a little skeptical about the Kunzites. Now, which one do we like? Because I've only got the 3 and they're supposed to be $39.99. I am scrapping that price. And which one you like the round already? I'm going to try that on. That's 1125,296. Only one of each. Take a look at that. That is a beautiful stone. Look how much. See, even in this little less direct light, it gets even more saturated. Expect that. These are neon stones. So when you see them at home, in a non-TV studio environment, they're going to be even a little bit more saturated than what you're seeing here on camera. So that's really important and vital to remember, is that there's even more saturation that you don't even expect yet. And we're going to, again, that's the 530. That one in the middle is going to be the 623. Our largest is over here. That's the 695 off to your left. And they're not going to be even $29.99. I promise you they will go. I wish we had 3 or 4 or 5 of each. I really do. I'd take 2 of each. That'd be wonderful. But they are, again, single opportunities here. They are all one of a kinds. When they're gone, they're gone. Nothing I can do about it except say congratulations and a big old thank you, because you are saving a bundle tonight. They are not even $19.99. These are all upper echelon quality. We know, best quality out there, but it's also the sizes of those stones that makes it so high end. And they're not $29. They're not $19.99. Like I said, I'm going to go even lower than that because we are going to make sure that all 3 go. I told you we had a lost hour. So I really want to make sure that we really crank up those values here for the next 2 hours we have to make the most of our time together tonight on this Monday, because that's how it's got to go. So instead of even $1,500, and these are extra elite. Again, they started at $39.99, and I'm sorry. I think I told you $39.99. That's not the truth. They started at $49.99 across the board. Every one of them. So if you needed a little, for instance, on what they were supposed to be or what they were not $39, they were $49.99 across the board, all 3 of them. So now we're taking them below $1,500. I am promising you values you've never witnessed before. It's just a great time to shop. It's a great time to treat yourself to something you'll love. I mean, it's a new season is here almost, right? We get in that festive fall season when we know we've got all these things to look forward to for the rest of the year, and nothing like having a really divine piece of jewelry you're excited about. Does nobody love $1,500 either, Tony? Because I'm going to do even better than that. I'm prepared. I came prepared. And now we're taking prices and slashing them even further than I was planning on doing. So this is a moment for all of our jewelry lovers tonight. And it's not going to be even $1,500 or $1,499. I have radiant, radiant, round. You tell me if you want the radiant left, radiant center, or round on the right. But it's not going to be $1,499 either. They will be gone and in a hurry, because they're only $1,399, as low as they can go. And if you want to sell it or melt it down, you'd probably be better off doing that, right? Round is sold. Congratulations. Thank you. Now let me know which of the two radiants will come in even a little bit closer on those two. That's going to be, again, $695 on the left, $623 on the right. One just has the halo all the way around with the diamonds down the sides. The other has the trillion look with the round brilliance within it. And let's put up item number 1124-173. That'll be for the left side. That's the larger of the two stones, and I'll try that one on. And then let me know if you want, do you already know, Jason, which one you like, left or right? You can just tell me left or right, because other than that, they're pretty similar. And who got the round, Victor? Kirsten, thank you so much. You'll love it. What about you, Jason? Any questions on those? Nope. All right, we'll move along. Two left, $13.99 a piece. Don't leave them here. Just a big value. 30 seconds remaining on those. The thought that those could be here, never dreamed. But again, a lot of people tuned in, saw we weren't there, left, right? Found something else to watch tonight. So we know we're going to have an extra limited audience, which is why I'm doing these values, which is why I'm taking $49.99 TVON rings and bringing them down a lot lower than they ever should be. Let's give it our last 30 seconds here on those two rings, because they should not be here. They cannot stay here. And then, Anne, we've got your request you asked for the diaspore coming up, so we will bring that to Anne next. And then let me know if you have any questions on those two, either or over 6. Well, one is very close to 7 carats. That would be your left side. Both exquisite radiant cuts. That's, to me, the only way to upgrade an emerald cut. We love our good emerald cuts in these Kunzites, but to see the radiant cuts the way they are, extra special, isn't it? So a beautiful look there. Just grab whichever one you like and try it out. Remember that when you get it at home, you have the option to keep it or send it back too. So that's a nice thing that you can really choose what you want to do there and just see it in person, and you will love it. I promise you that. It's a good one there. So that's a wonderful material there. Last call on those two. Let's keep moving. We've got Anne's request here. It's a diaspore that changes color. So it's one of our phenomenal gems, and it's going to be item number 1125548. Look at this. It's a really beautiful cushion cut, and let me see if I can give it a little polish here. And then we're going to talk about our 384 here. So it's got a great size to it, doesn't it? It's a beauty. Look at that. So there was a little, something on it. It wasn't a scratch. It was just there was a little fuzz from where it's kept in the inventory. But look at how pretty that is with the pinks and purples already coming through. So I have always struggled with this stone because I can't show you the color change on air. And so what's happening is these stones lately have been so good. They're showing you how good, and they're already showing you where they're going to change, because as you watch it, you see already now pinks and mauves come through. Then it's actually a cushion cut, but very soft corners, so it's almost like a round. It is a very large size here, and then it's a 384. Those are 42 points in diamonds along the sides. They're also set up kind of like one of our Kunzite was, where the round brilliants make that trillion shape around it. And we have one only, sadly, and this is a beautiful, beautiful gem, just a really exquisite shape. Very unusual, highly saturated. So, Anne, if you love a really high quality diaspore, it's interesting because they're all really rare, but there are struggles that these stones have. Usually it's number one with size. 3 carats plus is considered very large in this stone, but also they struggle with clarity. They have a lot of dinginess and a lot of visible inclusions. I know some stones do and some stones don't. This is one that typically does, but if you watched our show, you might not know that, because we only really select those few that are going to have that gem quality clarity, so they can really be top notch for you. Be the best of the best, be elegant, be all that we love about these stones that still are going to change color at the end of the day, which is another great feature of this gem. But $39.99 it will not be. Let's take a look at it on the hand. That is like packing a punch there to get almost a 4 carat size that sets evenly across the hand. So you've got that beautiful wearability to it. Great looking one source stone, yes, but ultra rare. I think we hear one source stone, we always think Tanzanite. And we know how rare that is. But this one having so much less availability than even a Tanzanite, and those 42 points in amazing diamonds, and it's not even going to be $29.99, only one here, first color situation, you already see the purples and the pinks, and it's like a mauvey raspberry tone that if this were in the other light, like an incandescent light, you would see the entire stone go to that pinky purple color. And it's only going to be $1,999. You know what? Let's skip that. Let's go even lower, and we'll make it only $1,888. An extra, like I always say, go out to dinner on me. We'll just save you an extra $111. Okay, it may not buy you dinner, but maybe it'll buy you drinks and apps, right? It just depends, right? It kind of depends. But where you go, right? The idea is give yourself an opportunity and excuse that when you get this home and you're excited to wear it, take that out. Go out, just you and your favorite person, and go out and enjoy yourself and wear your new piece out in the town and just love, because also I always recommend dinner with this one, because then you think like go to the candlelit restaurant where there's that romantic ambiance and there's that candle lighting so that you can see that change color, because that's what's going to be so fun. You sit out, you're maybe walking into the restaurant in broad daylight and it's that color you're seeing here on TV, and then you walk in and you look down and your stone is suddenly emitting these blues, purples, pinks, and raspberry tones. It's just beautiful. So that's going to be $1888. We'll see who's got it. Then we're going to show you so much to share. We've got a beautiful unheated Tanzanite, a couple of them actually that are unusual colors. I did want to show you that beautiful Alexandrite. We've got the certified Alexandrite that's huge. And probably my best value of the entire show is this Imperial topaz. If we have an Imperial topaz lover out there who doesn't just want Imperial topaz, that would suffice for most collectors. But if you are more strict about going to the upper quality level, oh yeah. See this, you guys can't hear him, but Tony, my director, is back in the control room in this, fireproof door behind all this equipment. And yet I can hear him whistling like catcalling, and I can't do that. And it's probably best that God did not give me that ability to do, like, I don't whistle. But I would be whistling so nonstop, it would be so unbelievably annoying, because every stone is worth like a whoop whoop, like, right? That's the best I can do. So that's what this is. And sometimes I think Tony needs a mic back there just so he can just pipe in his cat call for that stone, because he sees more jewelry than all of us. And he's seen it all. And yet for him to have a reaction, I feel like is just how you and I feel when we go, okay, wow. Okay, stop. That's a wow. Because there's so much jewelry you and I see. And I know you're not just watching me, you're watching everybody. You're watching everybody out there. You know what's up in jewelry. You're watching the fake stuff, and you're watching the costume jewelry and the plastic pieces as well as the fine. And you guys are more well-versed in jewelry than most human beings on this planet, because you have access to so much. And if it's your passion and your love, and hopefully you're also out in the stores and looking online and at the shops in your neighborhood, this is something that nobody else can bring. It's not just oro preto, it's the pure, pure, pure pinky golden color that looks more like a Paraiba sapphire, but rest assured it is more rare. And it's a huge size in this example. It's that pear shape that's got this, it's luscious. That's what I would call this color. It's just luscious. There's something rich about it. And remember, this is all natural topaz, so it's not like the topaz you see everywhere else. It is not. It's that really, really rare. It's 112, 1939, and it is going to fly. That's what I can tell you. There is no chance this stays here, which I realize sounds like, show hosting jinxing, right? That's what it sounds like. But I guarantee you, it's our 151 center. It's in one of the most decadent diamond mountings we do at a carat 47. In the double halo, not to mention the big wide pave sides that it has. Come on in. This is the one where, again, he's whistling. I would whistle if I could. This is just one of those that, so captivating. And actually, I can change the gold for you. If you want me to, we can do the yellow or rose gold. That's not a problem. I love it as it is. I just think with that saturation of color, you leave it. You let the gold and the diamonds just pop. Contrast with that stone. I have one. It's supposed to be, I know, it's been $89.99. That's why it's here. You got to realize sometimes pieces are here at TVON. If it lasts one show, it's rare. Most of our one-of-a-kinds go on the very first airing. If it lasts one show, usually that means it's just a really, really good piece. Because if it's a little higher in price tag than what we're used to seeing, it must be really rare. It must be special, rare, heavy diamond weight. This is all of those things. Take a look at it. It's not even going to be, it's not even close to $89.99. You have to have the faith in me tonight, because I'm doing extra discounting. I know it's Monday night. We get used to that. We see that every Monday night. This is different. We got an hour that we lost here, and so everything's got to come down a lot lower than where you'd ever expect it to be, even on a Monday night markdown show. And this is no exception, because what I should do for $39.99 will not be, and that is the price I can guarantee it would go out as, but it's not even that much. And you look at the inside and how that's finished. And I've got to try it on for you. Look at all that undergallery that keeps it going, going, going. Then you still see the goldens. It's not going to be pure pink. And I like that, because we want to know that it's Imperial. If you want pure pink, I say go with a pink sapphire. Go with a pink sapphire. This is what it looks like on the hand. I do want to show you on the hand so you can see the size, because it's not going to be for everybody. It is large. But the fact it's not $39, it's not even $29.99. Watch this. I'm going to flip it around just because somebody wants to see if it works that way, and it does. That's what it looks like pointing away from the hand. And yet it is not going to be even $29. So just say sold. How many times this week, these last few days, have we seen values so good that folks are saying sold, and then I continue to drop prices by hundreds or thousands of dollars? And that's what's been happening, because you guys are smart. You know how it works. You know the piece is going to go no matter what, and you know that I'm going to get you the best value no matter what. And this is not even $29 or $28 or $27.99. Again, I wish I had 50 of them. I have one. That's the problem. It's why I got to show you somehow 800 items in only an hour and 40 minutes left. But I'm going to try, and I'm going to keep giving you values no matter what. You know what? Let's make it even better. Just go ahead. Say sold. $9,000 TVON ring. That's why it stuck around. And now it's not. It's $2,699 instead. So one caller gets it. That's what I'm most proud of tonight, value-wise, is right there. We've had a lot of beauties. We've had a lot of amazing pieces, but that is the way to go on an Imperial with those very, very saturated pinks and goldens. And it is like think Paraiba, but better. It's more rare. It's just more rare. I love Paraiba. They're great sapphires, but this is far more rare than any Paraiba ever can be. And now it's $26.99 only. Get ready. We got the big Aqua pendant. I told you at the bottom of the hour we have the Mandarin garnet. Anything else? All right. Any requests? No. Okay. Well, let's keep moving. By the way, our requested diaspore is still here, so that's open to anybody who would like it. Tony, you want to split it with me? You want to go in on it with me? I mean, I know Tony's not really a man's ring, right? I know. But it's so rare. I think about when things get this low. Sorry, I have to apologize to you guys. Sometimes the jeweler in me, the wholesaler in me, the business owner in me, I only look at that and I think about reselling. I'm sorry, I shouldn't do that and I shouldn't say that, but that's all I can think about right now is, OMG, what would that actually resell for? Like if I gave that out on loan to a consignment shop, what would that sell for? That's all I can think about right now is like, I know it's a beautiful ring and I should be talking about the romance behind how you feel when you wear it, which you will. But all I can think about when a value is that big is, oh my gosh, what would that sell for out in the real world? What would anybody give to own a stone that rare? Listen, I know we're dealing with the light audience. I know it's Monday night. I know we didn't broadcast the first hour. I know all that. But this is now one of those values where I don't even want to move on because I want somebody to understand what's happening here at $26.99 when there is an enormous amount of diamonds that the diamond mounting alone should be more. Should be more. I have been doing this so long, and I got to tell you, when things, our prices right now, unfortunately, everywhere in the world outside of our four walls are enormous. People have given up. They've told me, I've had emails and messages saying, I quit buying fine jewelry. I don't know. I think I'm done. And then we realized that if you know where to shop, those gold prices you see advertised and talked about on the national news and those diamond prices that are elevating and the way that lab-grown's taken over the world, you don't have to pay that. You do anywhere else, but when you're here with us, you can get values on really exotic jewelry like this that you don't have to pay tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands for when you really honestly should be. And that's a fact when you've got just that carat 47. Sure, there aren't a lot of places to find Oro Preto, Maespino, Imperial topaz in this world. I'm aware of that. Ellen Barkin's earrings were in the auction house a million years ago, right? And that was kind of the first public foray that made everyone familiar with Imperial topaz. Even jewelers didn't really know about it till then, and that was literally what kind of put it on the map. But it's just from a diamond perspective, something we do know and understand on a daily basis, diamonds and gold. You can't get the carat 47 in diamonds and gold for that price. And that's where I think it's a beautiful thing, because the stone is more rare and it's free. So I look at it from a resale opportunity, just because that's the business I'm in. And so I just think, well, I would turn around tomorrow and I would have an instant profit. And that's how I look at it. But again, if you love it, that just goes to speak to the value. Our value was $8,999. Now it's $2,699. It's a major piece. And we're going to get to something else here. I'm going to show you some aquamarine earrings on the way. Then we do have at the bottom of the hour, I told you, if you want a Mandarin ever in your lifetime, ever, think you might want one, want another, I'm going to recommend the round that's debuting today. The round stone that I have today, it's a prize. It is a prize. It is truly, we showed it earlier. I don't know how many of you guys were seeing us broadcasting then, but oh, you know it. Yes? Oh, good. Who got them? Oh. Oh, that's nice. That was Ann. So I do know, because I know our requester was Ann. So Ann, thank you. She got the diaspore, and then we also have the Tanzanite and tourmaline earrings going from earlier as well. Clearly a lot of people catching up with the show online if you didn't see us on TV earlier. So not even everyone's got us on TV yet. So this is going to be our Aqua earring. It's item number 1110046, and a great way to get a special earring, no doubt. Sierra Santa Maria is my one wish here. I kind of wish I could just rub the genie lamp and get these in white gold for you. I can do it for you, but I can't make them appear here tonight, because I really think that these earrings, as gorgeous as they look, even more so I think in white gold. So just my recommendation there. Think about it. We've got the Imperial still here if you want to grab that one. We still have a couple pieces from earlier, like the Chameleon diamond and the Imperial topaz, which are musts. But this is our 5mm round Sierra Santa Maria aquamarine, and 55 points in diamonds. And this is so much prettier on the ear. So unfortunately, you're going to have to wait to really get their full scope of their beauty here until you see them on, because they really do look better on, because the whole concept is it's a straightforward front-facing hoop that splits. It starts at the top at that point, and then it splits down the middle to give you that look like the stone is tension set. Rest assured, it is completely set in a basket. It is securely set with prongs. It is set securely, but it looks like it's floating somehow. Through between those two rows in diamonds, you see that's a 3/4 inch drop. I would recommend the white, but we do have white, yellow, and rose available for you. And so this is a really cool way, kind of an updated concept in a hoop earring, where you split it through the middle, open it up for that beautiful aquamarine that has that super saturated color we love. It's like, you just want your aquas, if they look a little lighter, that's very traditional, that's usually what you see. But we want our aquas to look like an intense sky blue. And when they do, that's when you know you have the best aquas. But now you can see with the simple hinge in the back, and it simply snaps into place. You're going to hear it click close, so you know it's secure when you do. It's really simple and easy, but you see when they're on, not only is it an easy to wear drop, this is nothing complicated, there's not a lot of moving parts or pieces, it's not a big chandelier earring, but you've got this really easy way that they're going to attach and detach. This is really simple. Look at that, just one little post, and then you slide that right through your ear, and you reach back and done. It's click closed, and you heard it click probably. So it's really simple and easy, and then that aqua looks like it's suspended there. It almost looks like you have that front to back style a little bit, because you'll get a little bit of that, just a teeny nod to the way that inside of the clasp is kind of glowing thanks to that mirror finished gold. But it's that top quality superstar aqua March's birthstone, which will be here before you know it. And it's not even $9.99 for the earring, which they've always been at a superstar value. We're taking them a lot lower than that tonight. Back to the wheel we'll go again. Now you notice that you don't see a lot of the gold presents when they're on, but I still want you to get them exactly what your preference is, because why not? That's what we do on almost everything we bring, is exactly make them the way you want them. But it's not going to be $9.99. This is the value we live for, and it's a big special tonight, especially when that's what they're supposed to go out for. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to take the price a lot lower. Why? Why would I do that? Well, we got to make up for some lost time here today. So we can't risk that anything sticks around. We've already got a couple of pieces from the show in this 90 minutes that have gone by nearly. We've got a few pieces that are here. And if you love aquas, get Sierra Santa Maria's. I wouldn't say that if I was guiding you to a store where they were $60,000 a carat. By the way, a 5mm size is our dimension here. The reason I don't have a carat weight for you is simply because each stone is a little bit different. But a 5mm stone in this case is approximately a half carat. So you're getting anywhere between usually a half carat and 75 points based on, depending on how deep the stone is cut. So I can't give you a precise carat weight, should be around a carat in total, around a half carat in each ear. Then the diamonds are going to be that 55 points in that, again, what is really the updated style of hoop. A front-facing hoop, a really unique way to go, and a less than $9.99 price tag, because this is what we got to do. White, yellow, rose gold. You might even think about getting more than one pair. This is a superstar value. They've never been this low. The lines are about to light up. So please don't wait, because unfortunately this is one of those few items, because I had a coral pendant that I had 3 of earlier for $99, which is still here. And this is the only other item I believe tonight that I have some quantity on. This is it, I believe. Yes, that I can see in front of me. So this is your chance where you can actually get more than one. You could get them as gift ideas. You could get even, I mean, my goodness, a lot of people choose to get a white and a yellow gold. If you wear both colors and you're like me and you like to match all your gold colors day by day, you could do that. But this price tag has not happened before. And it is still the best Sierra Santa Maria and the rounds, which are very special because they obviously light up in a beautiful way. 2 gone already? Oh, they're going to be so happy. 2 pairs are already spoken for. And now, a better value, it's best ever. It's well, it's turning into a bottom of the hour special, and then we've got the big Mandarin coming up. This is just special after special after special today. But it's not going to be $888 or $777. And you know this if you watch the show, but Sierra Santa Marias are some of the most expensive gem material we carry. It really is. They are some very pricey stones because we're dealing with a quality nobody else has. And when you get over half carat in diamonds, and there is something to be said, I know it's not the sexiest thing in the world to talk about, but the folks and the men and women who put these together, who do such an amazing job, who put the blood, sweat, and tears in every day, doing really, really detail-oriented work that really is about perfection at all costs. It is about, it's time-consuming, it's patience needing, and you know what? They do such a fine job, and earrings are one of the more difficult and time-consuming styles to put together. So when you think about the labor that goes into them and all the detail of having, you know, working pieces and parts and engineering and little hinges in your jewelry, when you're working with a precious metal and gems and diamonds as you are, it takes a lot of precision. It takes a lot of time. Those are things that, again, when you're not, I'll admit, many, many years before I actually had an opportunity to work with a manufacturer as directly as we do here, if you're not seeing it with your own eyes every day, it's hard to really envision the concept of what it takes to make this jewelry. And so again, until we get our cameras out there and take a day and kind of take you on a little field trip live here of our on-site manufacturing, it's one of those that can be a little bit, you know, it's easy to dismiss what goes into actually creating these pieces, which when you see it every day, you marvel at it. And a big shout out to all of our amazing jewelers who do such a good job, not just creating, but also customizing, sizing your pieces for you, doing the gold color changes you ask for and request all the time, which we do for free. All of that's very important, and it is something that, you know, you don't find that just anywhere and everywhere, and we're doing it again on this earring. And so with an earring, there's a lot of extra labor and time. It's a very consuming process, and we're doing that for you. So $777, they're not. I was thinking $699, but I figure we could go even lower right now and make this really happen and make this really easy and send them out. And I'll tell you, our lines are busy already. It's only going to get busier in here. It's a big Monday night with all kinds of markdowns, and here's why we call it must-see, because you just never know what you're going to find on this show. And with as limited as I am, hey, we got a couple, but not enough to go around for everybody who's going to want a pair, especially when it could be an amazing gift or anything else you need. I'll tell you what, white, yellow, rose gold, get them. You're going to love these earrings. It's the new updated way to do a hoop, because even though it's in all the way around, you see it here, it's all the way around, it's all encompassing through the back, it's all one piece with that hinge, it's just updated. You put all the good stuff right up front where everybody can see it. And for our blue lovers, this is it. It's only going to be, you know what, skip it. Don't even make them $6.99. Never happened before. And I've had this earring style with other stones. This has never happened even on the more affordable varieties of stones that this same earring has been in. So this is the time to get it. It is $599 a pair. When we're talking about the highest grade of blue beryl, aquamarine that exists in this world, and it's completely mined out. So any hope of finding it elsewhere going forward, it's nada. This is the time to get it. So take a look, $599, 2 pairs gone to one caller. You've got a pair too, Victor. All right, Victor's got a pair. We've got Wayne with a pair. Jason's getting 2 pairs. We've got Allison getting a pair. We've got, okay, JT's got a pair too. So this is not a time to wait like I knew. That's too low and you know it. See, that's the one thing I can't ever hide that from you guys. You know values so well, so inside out. You understand when something is priced too well. And rejoice for that because we like that, right? Get into it because this is where we're really making moves here to make sure everything goes. Joseph, we've got your request coming up. He wants a diaspore too. We've got Ann already picked up her color change diaspore. We've got yours coming up next, Joseph, by request. We'll show that on the way. Get requests in tonight. We've only got 85 minutes or so left in the show and a lot to share with you, but of course, nothing we'd love to share more than what you're looking for. So give us a quick call. We'll help you out. Thanks so much. $5.99, 60 seconds. We're almost sold out of those. They're not going to last. How could they? $599 to get 55 points in diamonds. A beautiful 3/4 inch. That is the size that is like the Goldilocks size of earring, whether it's hoop, drop, or anything else. Everybody always seems comfortable with a 3/4 inch. Sometimes ½ inches are too small and 1 inch can be too big. I've been doing this long enough to know that we tend to all be comfortable with a 3/4 inch drop. Is that perfect? Can be day, can be night. Doesn't require too much of a dressy occasion. Always works, doesn't hit the shoulder line, not even close, doesn't tangle with hair, always looks great on in a flattering way because of where they're going to hit right along, like usually right near the jawline there. So it's just a really good look. And they are I can't say enough, $5.99. Who got yours, Victor? Thank you, Janice. Thank you so much. Barbara's shopping over here too. I know she got 2 pairs. Wonderful. Who got yours, JT? Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you, Sarah. What you're getting one with too, Wayne. And who's that? Thank you, Kimberly. We got Kimberly shopping as well. Joseph, again, your request is next. If you want to go ahead and get on the phone lines now, it's coming up in 5 seconds. We're going to show you the color change diaspore that is my 417 on the way. 112. Oh, I like this number. 5555. All right. Look at that. Diaspore in a huge size. This one's even larger than my last one that I had. This one's going to be, keep calling on the earrings, guys. We have them for you if you need them. Aqua earrings still here. Make sure you grab those. And then we're going to find out. Oh, the big Mandarin's coming up right after this. Yeah, this is just a quick request we're going to squeeze in here. It's a 417 diaspore. It's a cushion cut in the rectangular shape. It's got diamonds, 3 rows stacked on the sides, 45 points in diamonds right there. And Joseph, if you like it, we're going to do a great value. It's a little bit bigger than the last one I had. I know I brought down the last one, so it's only fair I do the same here because it's pretty similar carat weights. And this is supposed to be $49.99. So if you know what I did on the 387 that I had earlier, you're probably going, yep, she ain't going to get $49.99. I'm definitely not getting $14,999. I wish. Oh, boy. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice if we could just, some people do that. You know, they just think, oh, sure, it's just like $80,000, no problem. Oh, $70,000. Those are those retailers out there we talk about, right? They're getting what they should get. We're just here because we got a really, really cool audience that you understand. You're here for values. We exist to bring those values. That's why we would never have started a business ever if we knew we couldn't do something different. There's enough jewelry shopping out there. There's enough home shopping networks that everyone's got their thing. Everyone's got their niche. We never would have started this place 9 years ago if it weren't the ability to do something that nobody else was doing already. And nobody's been able to do since. Yes, there are imitators out there who are trying, but nobody's able to do what we do. And that's why we still have a place in this world to give you, those of you that are not willing to compromise, those of you that really do want fine jewelry, and you're not willing to go to man-made material yet, and you really want to get quality, and you want to invest into pieces that your family's going to have forever, and that you're going to love, and pieces you don't need to upgrade on in a few years from now, right? Isn't that a great feeling? When you go to the very top level from the start, you never need to worry about upgrading down the line or being disappointed years from now when you look down and go, you know, I could have done better. That's not, there's no settling. This is the no settling, no compromise network, and that's what I'm such a believer in. Never settle, never compromise. You shouldn't do it in any facet of your life, especially with your fine jewelry. This is 45 points in diamonds stacked on the sides. Let's come in a little closer. It's got some beautiful color and color change because it's going to go to those pinky lavender tones. I'm going to try it on for you, and it's not going to be even. $2,000 all brought together from, again, value leads to value. We brought you another diaspore by request. This is yet another. It's only $1,999 for the 417. And look what that does for that ripple effect of light that goes all the way through it. It's why it was so genius to put the triple row and the diamond stacked on the sides, because it follows the beauty and the lines of the cut so well. It just all works so beautifully together. And it's $19.99, yes. That one's gone. Congratulations. I did want to just pop in this Rhodochrosite real quick before we get to our Mandarin deal, because it's extremely affordable. And Rhodochrosite and affordable don't go together unless you're talking about, hey, it's $99,000 affordable, because that is affordable for Rhodochrosite in big gem quality material. This one is affordable. So it's 112-5525. And it's also 18 karat gold with a 61 pointer. And I'm going to breeze through this because we have the Mandarin garnet waiting in the wings here. It's waiting to make its big debut, and you're going to be very, very excited about it, because I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I'm excited because it just looks lit from within. But it's 61 points in this round Rhodochrosite with 37 points in diamonds in that 18 karat gold. And it is white gold only, and that's what it looks like face up. So obviously we're getting kind of an overhead perspective here. When we bring it up to the eye level, you really get to see the beauty of that stone. And the beautiful pinks, almost like a pink and a subtle golden hint to it. It is $49.99 every day but this one. I hope you understand that I am under some serious motivation here to move some jewelry in our last hour and 20 minutes we have, and the Mandarin is next. So who knows what's going to happen there, but something probably extremely unusual is about to happen with that Mandarin garnet. But this is happening first, and it's only going to be, and this is the most affordable Rhodochrosite I brought to you. Usually that means $4,000 or $5,000. Right here. The first caller to get it, and this is that really, really rare gem out of a mine called the Sweet Home Mine, but it's in Colorado. And it's producing the best Rhodochrosite in the world, most of which is not even gem quality. Usually it's just too hazy, it's too cloudy, it's too included, it's too ick. Like, it's a rare stone, so we have to bow down to it no matter what, because we know it's rare. But usually it is not of gem quality where you'd plop it into jewelry with 18 karat gold and diamonds, because it's not really that jewelry grade, right? We want facet grade material. We want it to be bright. We want it to have that glow. That's what this stone gives, and it's $1,999 if you like it. That's a beautiful stone. Come on over and take a look-see. And then we'll try it on and get you the Mandarin next. Split shank on the sides, little floral feel to the way that halo goes around the edge. And that is going to be, yep, for one caller. Here's what it looks like on the hand for you. Just simple and wearable too. I always like to advise it is a softer stone. So if you're thinking about wearing it every single day, you can just be a little extra cautious. You don't want to go, anything with like huge, like large manual labor kind of things with it. Just be more delicate with it, and maybe take it off before you wash the dishes and, put the plates in the dishwasher and all that kind of stuff. Because, if you were to knock it and give it a big blow significantly, it would scratch. So, you want to avoid that. It's like common sense stuff that we all probably do with our jewelry every day. But we know how some things like diamonds can take a punch, right? They can take whatever you put them through. There are other stones that you just want to be a little more wary of and a little bit more aware of the fact that they are precious gems out of nature. They've been through a lot to get here, but there's still something we want to baby a little bit. All right, next up, speaking of babies, I feel like this is my Mandarin moment here. Out of every Mandarin I've had, I've been bringing them since 2002 was when I had my first Mandarin garnet. But little did I know that there was going to be this, at that moment in time, 20 some years ago. I didn't understand that we would have them for such a short amount of time because, back in the early 2000s, they were still really young. They hadn't been around for a decade yet. They were discovered in 1991. So we've got, probably pieces in our home, and we've probably got, certain, maybe even articles of clothing that are older than that. So most gems have been around for a lot longer, right? And it's kind of new and fresh, but at the same time, already gone. So there's the first thing about Mandarin. It's one of the big reasons why it's elevating in price so much. But then Mandarins have this signature color, most of which are some semblance of an orange. And then there's this one. There's this, what feels like supernatural. Doesn't even necessarily look like it could be something from the earth that was mined from the depths of the earth and then given some cutting that really is what brings you in. It feels like, it's almost like there's something magnetic about this where you just don't want to stop staring at this stone. It is powerful and it is beautiful and it is bright and it doesn't take any special lights here. I was looking at this, obviously I prepped for the show in stages here, right? And it's an all-day affair, but by the time it's out here, yeah, everything's going to be well lit. But in a dark room of a standard fluorescent light office that's not that great, is actually, it's still sparkling. It's just one of those stones that very few gems, diamonds, can actually exhibit this kind of sparkle, which is why I would say if you're already thinking about owning this rare stone for its rarity and its color, this would be the individual gem to get because of the round cutting and the clarity all working together to give you something that, what was your word earlier, Wayne? You just said something earlier, very profound, right? When you saw this stone, it was just, it just didn't even look like it could even be real, because it almost looks like it is electronically based or plugged in or battery operated. It's just so unbelievably good. So this is kind of what jewelry and gems is about, is something that, you know, it's not necessarily something we think of from a practical standpoint. It's emotional. Jewelry should just kind of light you up the second you see it. I always tell you this, it's an emotional response. It should be a visceral response. I shouldn't even need to be here, because my job to be here is not to talk you into things. You know what you like, and we all like different things. I'm here to provide values and hopefully a little education along the way. This is the immediate reaction. And if you never had that immediate reaction, each and every one of us are different. Some of us are going to react one way to another piece, and we all have our preferences and our likes and our dislikes, which is why we work so hard to bring you so much quality and variety. But this is a stone that if you are at all inclined to think Mandarin for this rare stone that's only getting more rare by the day, think about getting this one, and let's take a look at why we're all so pumped up and excited about this here in the studio who have already seen it. It's been the talk of the entire TVON company just today. It's in this unbelievable mounting, which is one of our best because it's deserving, and it's item number 11251115. Look at the beautiful round Mandarin garnet. It's been one of the hottest stones we've been able to bring of late, and I think that now we're certainly seeing an upgrade to that with a carat 18 center round, a carat 96 in diamonds to go along with it. That's big time. They continue, look at all the big diamonds, even down the sides, they're large. Even in the center, they're large. Look what happens. Look what it does. I just want to make it affordable. And out of all nights, I can't change what I can't change. And boy, oh boy, as someone who's dealt with a lot of anxiety through the years, I will tell you right now, once you realize that you can only control the things you can control, it really is. It's definitely kind of changes your world perspective. I can't change the fact that you guys didn't get us broadcasting in the first hour, and a lot of people who might have looked for us didn't probably check back in return. And yet, here's the night when I already promoted it at the beginning of the show, so some of you that have been here since the beginning are anticipating this. You're waiting for it. This would probably not be the best night to show this piece, because I've already vowed to you that I will discount everything beyond the norm, just to make sure that we make the most of our little bit of time left. So now you got the spectacular carat 18, you get the huge, nearly 2 carat diamond weight that usually has only housed ruby. It was, by the way, a $15,000 ruby, Paraiba, white diamond, and yellow diamond. Those are the only times that this mounting has been used, because I'm sorry, no offense to amethyst or other stones, but you don't put a cheap stone in that mounting. It wouldn't be right. It's not logical. It has to be a valuable, important, high-end stone to cover it with almost 2 carats in big VS diamonds like we did. White gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. I kind of love that this one's in the yellow right now. We don't usually see that. We usually see white to start. So if you are intrigued by this piece, please, oh please, oh please call me early, because it's definitely not going to last. And it's all 14 karat solid gold, and we only have this one, and I don't have anybody on the phone lines yet who's saying I kind of like it, I'm digging it, I'm into it, I sort of like it, I'm thinking about it. This is what I would recommend doing, because before you just assume it's going to be $79.99 out the door, and it should be, because that's what's on my bag. I will take it lower. I'm going to make it so easy, so affordable. I promise you, I can't afford to have a single piece stay here for the rest of the night. And we got 73 minutes and 28 seconds to do it. So I need to make sure we make the most of it. And it's not going to be $79. Promise you that. Look at how beautiful that is. Bright as can be. Neon luxury. I cannot get over this diamond mounting. And to have that squared off shape, the stone itself in the center is a round, but that beautiful way that double halo squares it off. Amazing, isn't it? It just doesn't even look like it could be just the gem that's giving all that color. It looks like something's helping it. like electricity's involved. Like there are almost stones within the stone. Like how'd they get those yellow diamonds in that Mandarin garnet? That's what it looks like. It looks like there are thousands of yellow diamonds, bright, vivid, intense yellow diamonds set somehow in the stone. That's what the look is, but that's thanks to the clarity and the cutting and all put together. And we have nobody on the phone lines, and so here's what I'm going to do. We're going to put on the auction block. The lowest I can go is $59.99. Saved you $2,000. Somebody would love that, I think. I'm going to go even lower because that's what tonight's going to require, and we have to make sure it goes. And there's only one way to do that. It's not going to be $5,000 to start. There's another savings, another $1,000 off. How about $4,500? How about $4,000 to start? How about $3,500 to start? Just FYI, this mounting is $6,200 last time I got the update from our factory. Who's on site here? $6,200. So there's that. That's without the Mandarin. Mounting just means the semi-mount, which means the gold and the diamonds as they're put together without the center stone in the center. So that would be $6,200 before the beautiful Mandarin. The Mandarin worth more money than the diamonds are, for sure. If you've seen where Mandarins are going, I know they're not often in retail. This is kind of that exotic that you don't find in your routine regular jewelry stores. But certainly to see that kind of diamond weight, that should put it in perspective, but the Mandarin garnets are very valuable, and you've probably heard me talk about it. The wholesale trade shows lately, for the last couple of years, have seen them on par with Paraiba pricing. That's how they're elevating. So if you think, oh, it's just a garnet, there is no such thing as just a garnet when it's in the exotic level of this one, and discovered in 91, mined out a few short years later. This is one you want to dial in on. It's not going to be 4,000, we don't have it open. It's going to be 30, you know what, instead of 35, let's do this. Super automatic. Let's make it, instead of $3,500 to open, let's go $3,000 to start. That would be about a $3,200 savings on the mounting by itself. If the Mandarin is FREE free, then you get the $10 increment as the opportunity where if you're not the first bidder, but you come in second, third, or fourth, you can bid $10 increments, and then we work our way up that way. But from $79 to $59.99 to $3,000, what a savings you have. And yet the increments are teeny tiny, so you can feel free to come on in. Take a look at that, $3,000 to get it started. What a piece, what a moment, what a big, big deal to get a Mandarin of that quality. And again, I say it all the time, rounds are so much more rare than every other cut. You've got a round, and yet it's still exceeding 1 carat in size. And we have no open. Unacceptable to me, because I can't afford to leave pieces here when we have an hour and 10 minutes left. Let's go even lower. I got to do this. I got to hope, you know, they always say, instead of asking permission in advance, it's probably better to ask forgiveness after the fact. So that's what I'm going to hope that I can do here. Because it's just, again, we'll blame it on the fact that we weren't broadcasting. That's a big deal, right? When you're not broadcast for an hour, and I don't even know if we're still up and running on some of our networks. So this is what I'll do. I'll use that as the extra motivation here to go $2,500 to start. The mounting's the same, the Mandarin's the same, and yet we've gone so much significantly less and back of cost to get this one started. $2,500. We don't even see the under 1 carats go for 25. And if you could see those boxes, you know those boxes filled with jewelry that I bring out on set every night, if you could see how many 70 pointers and 80 pointers and 90 pointers, light 1 carats that I have that are over this price tag, I don't usually show them to you. But this is where the extra motivation lies. When you've got such a large stone, such an enormous diamond weight, your choice of gold color, so if you're going, no, I like the white gold better, go with the white gold. I'm not going to charge any extra for that. So you can have the white gold that would be more traditional here to add the contrast to the backdrop. If you want to stay like this, yellow gold, hey, if you even want to go way off the beaten path and go rose gold, I don't recommend it, but you can do it. And we aren't going to fault you if you still go, ooh, that was a bad idea, and you send it back. We won't fault you for that. But I would recommend the white or the yellow. That's just, again, people always get creative and start with the rose gold. Usually those pieces come back. So I would say white or yellow gold are your best bets here. No open yet, 2,500, 60 seconds to get this one started. Let's see where we go. It's the moment of truth here. It's the minute of truth, but it's counting down. So we are looking for $2,500 to get it started. And maybe to see it out. I don't know. We got to get that first bid if we're going to make sure it goes out the door. But what is happening right now is a extremely fine stone. Oh, I can't take it. The silence is deafening up here. I can't take it. $2,500 and 30 seconds left, and we've only got one person verifying. we're holding on to see if they do want to get it started. We got Aquas to show you. Look at this Aqua. I mean, I might as well just show you other things right now. That's the Aqua pendant. We've got Alexandrite certified by GIA. We've got a Tanzanite that's got to be, well, one of the biggest ones we have, 9 carats. Okay, no open, clock is out. Let's move on. What would you like to see for the last hour and 7 minutes now? Oh boy. So we've got still some earrings to show you. Yellow diamond is here. We've got a 1 carat 01 yellow diamond. We've got a 9 carat blue wing block D. Tony, we're done with that. That's making a mockery of my hosting abilities, or hosting inabilities in this case. $2,500. Okay, we have morganite too, but the morganite is no diamonds and literally a 2 carat morganite, and it's more money than this ring is. You know what, Tony, can we put up 5115 again? I am not going to give up. I am not going to give up. I'm not known as the most patient person in the world, but I will tell you right now, this one's got to get a home, and I am just refusing to believe that there is not anybody within the sound of my voice that likes this ring. So if it's a matter of the price tag, if this $8,000 discounted ring is still not quite discounted enough, here's what I'm willing to do. This is probably just silly. This is probably just going to be for nothing, but I'm going to try it anyways if it makes a difference. Honestly, if it doesn't get 25, I don't think I'm going to get a buck for it. But I just want to try this because I know this ring, maybe it doesn't look on camera like it does in person, but I'm up here shouting from the rooftops about quality, quality, quality. Color, glow, neon, brightness, it's got it all. And I got Mandarins almost every day, but they're running a little bit depleted. They're on their way to depletion because we have all been taking now from this private collection, so it doesn't leave us with much going forward. So I wouldn't expect that in October and November, December, when you might be looking for holiday gifting, like it's going to be here. But I'm going to try $2,400 instead. It might make a difference, right? $2,400. I'm already so below cost. Please understand, this is a below cost moment by a mile. So I'm already kind of teetering on insanity here as far as jewelry is concerned. But $2,400 to start. And no open yet. 2 people talking about it though now, that's an improvement. So we've got 2 people on the lines, they're verifying. 24. Or do we go 23? Just to make sure that we can really get this job done here, because this ring deserves a great home. And remember, even on an auction format, you still have the opportunity to send it back. You've still got a money back guarantee that's going to back that up. So you are not stuck with a ring. Never. We don't want that to happen. We want, because I'm talking to my new shoppers out there that don't know me from anybody else. And they're going, well, I've never seen this show before because we're not on 24 hours a day. We're not even on every day of the week. So we're still, there are folks that are finding our show that have watched jewelry shopping for 30 years, 20 years, 10 years, and they've never found us before. So we're welcoming in an enormous amount of brand new shoppers these days. And I'm glad to have you because let's face it, some of us got it all, right? We've been shopping here for 8 years together, just together, you and me. So a lot of us have jewelry already that maybe we don't need another Mandarin. I'm more or less talking to the people who don't have one yet or have thought about it or maybe aren't convinced that they're ready to go to that brightness level, that neon level. I'll tell you what, how about $2,200? How about $2,100? I'm up here, I'm not sure, trying everything, pulling out all the stops, but we have got to get this out the door. One thing, if I'm not, I'm motivated. I'm motivated, got to sell something. Got an hour and 4 minutes now at this point of the show. So we need to sell 8,000 of these and I only have, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't exactly have 8,000 anything. All right, you guys ready? Let's do something wild here. 2,000 to start. I don't know. I'm going to give it 60 seconds. I don't think it's going to do anything, but we're going to try it anyways. I'm just excited about the stone. And I would love for you to at least let me send it to you in your size, in your gold color, and see what you think. And if you love it, worst thing is, you got it for an insanely good value and you keep it and wear it for the rest of your life and say, oh my gosh, I never thought I'd love a ring so much. That's what could happen right now. Because there's no auction premium, there's no tax outside of California, there's free gold changes, free sizing, free shipping, all of that. So that hidden cost, you're probably thinking that I'm gonna tag on another $5 grand to try and recoup my cost. Oh, by the way, I still wouldn't recoup my cost if I added $5,000 as a buyer's premium, and there is none of that. So there's no reason to not try it right now, unless you already have the identical ring. That's the only thing I can imagine is if you already have the identical ring, which you don't, right? So $2,000 to start the bidding and no open. Unbelievable. All right. Well, 55 seconds to make it official here. And then we'll be able to move right along. I've done everything I can possibly do on a $6,200 mounting on an incredible carat 18 stone, which you can't even really put a price on these days because it's elevating faster than you can actually print the little tickets, you know, like the little price tags. Second you print one price tag, you'd probably have to go back and reprice it. That's how quickly it's elevating in its value. And we only, okay, well, all right. Well, I gave it my best shot. I did. I just think it's a beautiful piece. I'm going to try it on again in case you missed that view of it earlier. This is such an amazing, amazing Mandarin, isn't it? Look at that stone. Jason, did you have a new register over there? What were they calling for? Oh, that's good. Wonderful. And who was that? Well, we're still selling pieces from earlier in the show, so thank you, Maria, so much. Nobody on this one. That's okay, too. I'll move right along. I can't believe it. What? Victor, no. Don't do that to me. Victor, you're a good guy and all, but tell you what I'm going to do. Everyone just, I'm getting operators going, oh, we heard about her. We heard she could sell stuff, but she can't sell stuff now. It's cleared out. I'm going to do this, 1999. You know how we say, like, just throw it out the window? 1999. Forget what the bag says. I don't even think we should have all this up there, but it's 1999, no auction, sell it right now, one call. I mean, what else can I do? Mind blown. 1999. Whew. Who won that Emmy last night for home shopping? Who was that? Who was that? Okay, because it wasn't me, clearly. But take a look. Take a look. Take a look. 1999. No, I wasn't invited. I wasn't nominated. 1999. Just walked in the room. She goes, what happened? What's going on? What happened? What I missed? What's going on? Isn't this museum meltdowns not low meltdown? It's a low meltdown now. And I could have just sat and read the news. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Jason. 695 Kunzite. Yes, I can. So that's what you're talking about. Okay. 695 Kunzite. Let's show that again. That was the radiant. Oh, yes, with the big trillion. Did you get that one already, or are you just looking at it? Got it already. Who was it? Sharon. Well, we can't sell it, but we can show it. Sharon, thank you so much. Let's just try this on for her real quick. This is the Kunzite from earlier. Had this one down to $13.99. There is still one radiant here, by the way, if you'd like to see it. It's got even more diamonds around it, but that's the $6.95. Sharon just picked that up. Thank you, Sharon, so much. Enjoy it. And I'm going to move on. The Mandarin is still here. And congrats on that one, Sharon. Enjoy. It's a beautiful, beautiful radiant cut. And by the way, I'll just show you, since you might have missed it, top of the hour is here. We have the other radiant cut, which was the 623, and it's got 71 points in diamonds. So let me share that with you real quick before we go. And that one's here at $19.99. What the heck just happened on that Mandarin? I don't know where you get carat 96 in diamonds, but that is so stunning. This Mandarin is everything. And again, you got one last shot with it. It's the top of the hour. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Glad you're with us. We have one short hour left tonight. It's our big Monday. We're live, somewhat. I'm halfway live at this point. You guys are killing me with this. It's crazy to think about, but $19.99 on that super high end, one of our most exquisite, best high end mountings that we do, that we create, and it's here for $19.99. Still here, by the way. Wayne, you didn't take it, right? Anybody take it? Victor, Wayne, thinking about it? So I'm going to give you a look at our last radiant cut because we had this great trio of Kunzites. 2 of the 3 are now gone. So we'll show you the last one that remains in case you missed that. And again, take a look at this. This is so spectacular, isn't it? That's a good one. All right, so coming up, let me show this one real quick. The last of the Kunzite. I just can't get over this Mandarin. Man, oh, Mandarin. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Some of my baseball friends say that sometimes. Man, oh, Manny. But this is man, oh, Mandarin. It's the one to get, and then we'll show you that last call on that Kunzite coming up. We still have Emerald, and we still have all these great pieces to get to. But again, we kind of lost most of you for the first hour. I don't even know. Are we up and broadcasting on still Dish Direct? How's Fios doing? How's Verizon doing? Spectrum, AT&T, 2 cans and a string. Okay, let's move on to the last Kunzite. I'm going to flash that for you. Questions? Did I see somebody with a question? No? Okay, good. We're good to go. All right, plus we have that really special Alexandrite that's certified. Look at this. Oh, that's the GI certified Alexandrite. That's a carat 24. Here's my last of the Kunzites, though. Just wanted to give you a look at this. Here it is. That is, there's something about a radiant cut. Radiant cut diamonds are like the hottest thing right now. So to have it in a color like this is, with the Kunzite being the purples, lavenders, blues you see, outstanding. 112-5562 is the item number here. And it's going to be a 623. It was part of a wheel earlier. Other two are gone. This is the only one left, but worth seeing again because it's the 623 with the surrounding 71 points in diamonds. This feels like one of my dearest friends got engaged with a ring that looks just like this. And it's this size too, but it's a diamond. And it's a radiant cut diamond with the same mounting. And it was not $13.99. Here's an exotic stone, because actually it would be easier to find a diamond that size than a Kunzite in that color. That's the truth of it. That's the kind of exotic look we're looking at here, is that high-end, ultra-fine, does not fade evening stone, and use it as your daytime and evening stone, as your anytime you want it stone, because it's $13.99 to get this gorgeous radiant cut. And let's take a look at it one more time. $13.99. I'll try it on the hand for you, and then call me and check and see if that Mandarin is still here, because somebody needs to have that Mandarin garnet. And then we'll talk about, I think we need to bring out the Alexandrite. Plus, we have the emerald and the Tanzanite, and I even have diaspore earrings. And look at it, we've had 2 diaspore rings go out tonight already. So that might be, I think it's the night to show you the diaspore earrings. Take a look at this Kunzite on the hand here, real quick. Oh, how pretty is that? $13.99. Outstanding, isn't it? That's a good one. Very good. $13.99 only. Let me know if you'd like it. I can't get over that. That's a $49.99 ring. Has been on the air. It looks like 2 presentations separately. And now both presentations, by the way, were $49.99. It's a $5,000 our price ring. It's now $13.99 for one caller. Good luck on that one. Then we've got, okay, requests are welcome as well. We're already in the last hour, so we've got a lot to do. And we've got a beautiful selection. I want to show you the diaspore earrings since that's been a hot stone already tonight. Already in the last few days, we have a pair of earrings here. My goodness, you don't see this every day because they're a tough stone to match. You can't get 2 diaspores that match up identically. You got to work with the color change. You got to work with the stones being the same cut, the same size. Look how beautiful this is. Oh, I love these earrings. Wait till you see them on. Drops with lever backs. Not to mention, I hate to get practical here because, you know, practical is not usually what sells us ladies on stuff that's fashion oriented. Yeah, if somebody says, oh, look at these beautiful practical heels, I'm probably not going to like them. You know, or look, this is a really practical jacket, or this is a really practical, you name it, fill in the blank. I'm not, practical is not what I'm looking for usually, right? I'll take pretty over practical. And so when you get both, and I say that because here's a piece that I think logically, a lot of us think about, okay, but am I going to wear it? Am I going to wear it often? Am I going to invest into this piece and be able to love it so much? Because how many times we're ladies, we like a lot of things, right? We like a lot of clothes, we like a lot of shoes, we like a lot of jewelry. I can't be alone on that. But how many times do we invest good money into things and it's a special occasion piece and it sits in the closet? And then you wear it once. And you want to wear it, but it's not always the kind of thing because you're going to the grocery store. So you're not wearing the ball gowns, right? That's where I think we have to think about fine jewelry. And a lot of you think this way. It's like, okay, I want an earring that's still going to be versatile for me. And that's why we tend to go to diamonds in earrings. We go to our diamond studs and our diamond hoops and our classics like that, which every gal needs. But there is something to be said by upgrading to a level of quality you don't always get, like this, where you've got diaspores that change color, but there's still that versatility because they're still going to be wearable, right? That's a big deal. And the item number here is 1125764 because they are brand new, but I am not going to be stopped. Tonight, there is no stopping me. We're going to make sure that we bring you all the values on everything that we can. And this is a total carat weight of a carat 67 just in your diaspores alone. So figure you've got, figure about 85 points a piece or so. Then you've got 23 points in diamonds. Starts with the hoop, ends in the drop with the little O-ring that lets it move and do all those great things. And then wait till you see it's not too long, but they've got this great finishing in the back and it's a neutral champagne-y. Is it champagne? Is it gold? Is it green? That's the beauty of it. It's kind of all those colors rolled into one. But then if you're in that candlelight or that incandescent environment, suddenly they are a pinky purple color and they could not be prettier. And we're going to show you what they look like from a distance away. Great hoop to start, drop after that. Let's show you the length here so everyone feels comfortable, and then you'll see what they look like on. They're gonna be just at an inch from top to bottom, and then of course all you do is, this is all seamlessly done, but there's a little hinge back here. You're gonna flip this open, and then you are ready to go. That's it, simple, easy. You put that little shepherd's hook design right through your piercing, and then you flip it right up, and it is secure. So easy to do. White, yellow, rose, gold, you get to decide. We've had a couple. Yeah, it doesn't have to be yellow gold tone on these. They are all 3 gold colors eligible. So you've got a choice of there. You're really doing the customizing, but we do all the work. You just tell us what to do. Yeah, one word, white, yellow, or rose. One word will do it. And obviously no sizing needed. They'll be right out to you. And that's what they look like from a distance away. You can really see how there is. It's almost like what most people I find when I'm out and about and I'm talking to you guys and talking with also fellow jewelry lovers. Usually it's the diaspores tend to look most like they are a champagne diamond. That's what, you know, it's not like it's a stone that everybody knows. It's not a household name by any means yet. It probably is unlikely to be a household name because there's so little of it in the environment and in the marketplace, but it tends to be mistaken most for a champagne diamond because they still, in the fine quality we bring, they're very bright. They're very, obviously in these rounds, obviously they give you a lot of sparkle the way they're cut to a round like these are. And they're just beautiful, aren't they? And they are so, look at that, full piercing coverage, yes. Pave in the front of the hoop, yes. Halo around it, of course. Show it off, frame it beautifully. They're not even going to be, though, this is what really gets to me. They're not even $29.99. This is one of the rarest stones in the world. Think of it first as a, yeah, one source stone only. That's giving you some rarity. Then the fact they're phenomenal color changing gems, more rarity. It's just checking all the boxes. Great round cut, rare. Yeah, match pair, rare. Great earring with a lot of gold and diamonds, rare. Let's take another look up close and let's bring them down lower than even $9.99. I know what I gotta do tonight. That's clear. It's been 2 hours and 9 minutes. It's clear what I've got to do. So instead of even $9.99, which on any given normal day, we'd see lines light up. Everyone fighting over the earrings, right? This is a different day. This Monday night, some issues. So here's what I've got to do. Just save you money. Same earring to you guys. Same value, same opportunity, except the price tag is going to get better. That's already a value. We saved you $2,000. Nobody is going to dispute that $29.99 is an amazing value on that earring. Nobody would dispute that if you know what this stone is. One source in the world, still really tough to find. Everyone's trying to debate what should the trade name be, just like blue zoisite is now called Tanzanite. One day, the industry will actually settle on one trade name, what we're going to call it. But it's been called a million in the interim. What we're calling it is the gemologically correct name, which the Zarites and the Zoltanites and the Turkosites, that's all the same stuff. It's all the color change diaspore. We just go by the gemologically correct name, which is now not even $9.99. We're busy already. I hope you can get a pair. I really, truly do. Because when you're doing white or yellow or rose and they are still a neutral, they're still going to go with everything. You could put those on with everything you wear every single day, and they're always going to work. Yet they are something that very few people in this world are ever going to have. Even if somebody else has a diaspore that changes color out of turkey, it's probably not in a match pair in rounds and earrings that are drops that are of a good size, that are of a great clarity, that change 100% from the goldens you see here to the pinky raspberry tones. Come on over, and we'll make it even better than $888. Okay, that almost threw out my back. It's been a rough few weeks of workouts, so the back is already going through some things. Okay, I'm teetering on injury every day, and I'm still persevering. But here we are. Instead of $888, look at this. See, if I still have a $19.99 museum Mandarin here, clearly something's gone awry today. Oh yeah, we had no broadcast for the first whatever, I don't know, hour. Plus, we still don't have some of you here, so it's going to require better values. This is just what happens, because guess what? We get charged for the airtime whether we're on or not. That's the truth of it. If they don't put us on TV, we're still paying for it. That stinks, right? But, you know, it's the way it is. So instead, I still got to move jewelry. It's just going to require, with fewer eyeballs, better deals. You get the better deal. $777? Seems good. Let's go lower. Better. Museum diaspores, the match pairs, and great earring, give them as a gift. Oh, can you think how wonderful that would be to give something as rare as this is as a gift to somebody who loves jewelry? Think about that. How cool would that be? Okay, it's not even going to be $700. We're blowing them out right now. Let's just, oh, I hope this does it. $699, let's do it. And thank you so much, Pam. I appreciate that. You are far too kind, Pam. And yes, thank you for the congrats there. Appreciate that. These next 2 weeks are going to be very, very stressful for me. So yes, they've been stressful. They're going to continue to be stressful. But yes, thank you, Pam. Keep thinking good thoughts on the baseball front. Thank you for your kind words. And thank you so much. Hi, Petula. Or is it, oh gosh, I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it Fatila? We've got $699 earrings on the way out. At least I hope they are. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. We got requests coming in as well. Let's get to your requests. If there's anything else we can show you as the night wears on here. Only have about 45 minutes remaining. And we're not here tomorrow, but that'll be intentionally not here. Not just because we're not on TV, but like we won't be here Tuesdays because we're never here Tuesdays. And we'll just hope things work better on Wednesday. It's always that hope. Victor, were you shopping for anything back there? Oh, really? Why were they checking in? Oh, good. Perfect. Customer services during the day, Monday through Friday. I can tell everyone that too. If you ever need to know what street your package is on, right? They'll be able to help you Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 6 o'clock Pacific time. Did I get that right? Is that right? 10:30 to 6, something like that? Just call during the day. Yeah, daytime, we're good. All right. Yeah, if you have any questions on tracking your package or making requests or custom designs, that's what they do. That's what customer service is all about. All right, coming up, $699. Let's move on. They're here if you want them. Wowza. That's some really good. We had good earrings tonight, right? We also had Aquas. If you missed them earlier, we had that front-facing hoop, the split style with the Aqua in the middle. Beautiful. Thanks, Pam, again. Thank you. Appreciate you. You're very sweet. Let's do this, guys. We got a last call, 45 minutes in the show. If you do have any requests, get them in. I can easily just scrap what I'm doing up here and we can get you anything you want. I'll continue the values for the next 45. Why not? We're on that value track. So a lot of great values are here. Again, thanks so much for dealing with all of our broadcast issues tonight. We really appreciate you hanging in there with us and being here now because I know a lot of you didn't have us for a while. So let's just do a really quick deal on an emerald. Then I've also got a Tanzanite. Let me know. It's a 9 carat. It's one of our bigger ones here. So we got some special releases here on the Museum Reserve. So that's our 9 carat emerald cut. If you're waiting on that one, can try to get that one down to a really low per carat level. Also have some unheated Tanzanites. If you're interested in the pink or the golden colors in our Tansies, we've got those as well. But again, you got to let me know what you'd like to see in the last 45 minutes because then we go dark until Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. And, we'll see if we broadcast that. Let's take a look at I really need to get this in. This is the GIA certified. I still had a Chameleon diamond that's hanging out here. We had a 51-point Chameleon diamond earlier that was down to $29.99. So that's something to just remind you of. This one I've presented before. And it's the most expensive Alexandrite we had until tonight. Because on a museum meltdown moment, we're going to take 1122049, our GIA certified Brazilian Paraiba, and we're going to make this one inexplicably affordable. And it's going to be our platinum piece with a carat 24 Alexandrite. That is an oval. It is going to have, oh, that's so wonderful. Hi, Mary Jo. Thank you so much. Yay. Oh, I love that. Sorry, I'm getting these live messages from so many of our wonderful customers, and yes, she got a Paraiba from me, and she loves it. Thank you. Oh, and you're so kind. Thank you, Mary Jo, for your kind words. I so appreciate that. You guys are too kind. So sweet. Oh, that's very nice, and I'm so glad, and it does look beautiful on you. She sent a pic. I love jewelry pics. All right, here we go. This is our platinum piece with the Brazilian Alexandrite, 85 points in diamonds. Let me pop in the cert for a look here. You guys are the best. Thank you. And take a look at this. This is going to be, well, that's the color change. At least we got a cert to show you. Since I can't do it live in one studio here, we have the GIA sealed cert. Yes? I'm sorry, what? Do we have a 9 carat diamond? Oh, gosh, Teresa, you might have misheard. I don't have a 9 carat diamond, never have. Been doing this 22 years. I've never had a 9 carat diamond. Tanzanite, I have a 9 carat Tanzanite. That's probably what you heard with diamonds. No 9-carat diamonds today, Teresa. No, not today. But next time I'm auctioneer at Sotheby's, I might have one. I've done some auctions before with some pieces like that, but not here on TV. But there's our oval brilliant cut here, step cut, of course, green changing to purple. And then it is Brazil origin. This is a huge deal to have that listed by the experts at GIA. You've got your millimeter size and your carat weight there. And of course, this is the stone cert. We are the ones that added this platinum mounting. So you've got all that good stuff there. Carat 24, 85 points in diamonds. And of course, we do have a great big discount on what was the $18,999 piece. It is no longer. It is even more affordable right now by a long way. This is one of those museum pieces we're just saying goodbye to here tonight while we still have our diaspore earrings still waiting in the wings for you if you'd like to grab those. And this one's going to be less than 89. It's so rare to get a certified stone. You know that only a teeny percentage of our stones are certified by GIA. It's a reason, it's a very special stone if we wanted to get it off to the campus in Carlsbad, California, have it actually evaluated, have that cert documented, and have that free to you, added with this great value. That's important. It tells you something about the stone itself, if it was worthy of going through all of those motions. And here it is on the hand, so you can see that kind of size that it delivers with that almost like a nod to the vintage, a nod to the antique and Art Deco style with the mill grain and the pave diamonds it has through that platinum. But that's also just a really large, significant size to get in an Alexandrite. And it's one only, and it's not going to be $89.99. Not even close. It's not $8,000. Oh, I hate to do this on an Alexandrite because part of me struggles up here when I've got pieces this good and this high end, because having done everything in the business you can do, it really is one of those struggles where I know what the stone is worth. I know how high value it is. And to sit up here and give you a discount like this is really not exactly what we would call responsible as far as trading gems. But that's how you have to look at this opportunity, is trading from dealer to dealer. You may or may not be in the resale business or in the jewelry world at all, but it is like tonight that you're sitting back at home getting the pieces delivered to you as if you are one of our just comrades in the business, like you are in the business yourself, because you could not trade this piece or what it was made for this price. And that's because it's not even half of this. It's not even $4,500. It is down to our lowest price. And again, this documentation is invaluable. That's invaluable when you have that documentation to carry with you throughout the ages that you own this ring and your family. This ring stays in the family. All of this documentation stays with it. Make sure that it does and doesn't get separated, so that you always have that valuable information that's contained by the world's best experts. The gemologists that do this are the best in the world. They're the most lauded, the most praised, and they don't mess around when it comes to these certs. They're very conservative with all of their estimations and all of their gradings and all of everything. So these are worth something, and they're not free. They're not free to do. They're pretty costly, which is why not everything is certified by GIA. And now you're getting this great value that's not even $4,000. It's only $39.99 to the very first caller who wants that collectible Alexandrite. And then we're going to show Linda a beautiful unheated Tanzanite. Is that what she's looking for? One of our peacock varieties, something that's unheated, untreated. I do have some other colors, Linda, like pinks and goldens. But if you want to go with the blues and the purples and the greens, we got one coming up for you next. Thank you for that request, Linda. It'll be on the way next. $39.99 on this very piece. Full money back guarantee. Reminder on everything that you're shopping for tonight. And that's very, very important as well. Let's get to the unheated Tanzanite. 1123962 is on the way. This is, just again, I've had one or two graded GIA certified Alexandrites ever. So to be able to get that and have the photograph show you what to expect with the color change, very specialty. Let's take a look at this next one, which is our unheated. Wow. So this is interesting. Usually the unheated zoisites are going to be very light, pale blues with maybe a little bit of green. There is something happening here that honestly I would be thrilled if this was a heated stone. I'd be absolutely exclaiming how gorgeous these colors and richness and saturations are. But it didn't get the benefit of heat. That's all natural. 264 is the size. We've added pink and white diamonds to it as well in the double halo. And then look at what's happening on the sides. There's a triple row in diamonds down the sides, also pink and white together. 32 points in the pink, 85 points in the white diamonds. We are in for a treat right now, because this incredible stone is not just exhibiting blues and purples and greens, but there's actual Hot pink neons. It's almost like, you know how we talk about red flashes when we talk about the blue wings? It's like this unheated stone. The first I can say that this has been the instance where it's like you're getting a red flash from an unheated stone. Very unusual. But that's what this exemplary stone is doing. It didn't get the benefit of heat, which usually is what enhances the color and saturation. That's just what's so amazing. It's rare. And you've got a 264. Look at all that diamond weight, well over a carat in diamonds for you. About a carat and a third. One caller gets it. Take a look at it. It's so affordable for what this is. $7,999. It's been here a while. Time to let it go, isn't it? Look at the colors. And again, in person, you end up seeing a few more colors than even the camera can show you. But as I move it here, you see the rich purples, you see those indigo blues, you see those subtle blue greens that it has, and the pinky flashes. It's probably what motivated the designers to put the pink diamonds around in the first place. Show that off. So $79.99 is not. Linda, if you love it, it is such a winner. I think it's going to go to somebody. Are you kidding me? This price tag. Okay. I was prepared to give you a discount. I was not prepared for the special request Linda price. Okay. Linda, I hope you're on the phone lines already if you like it, because it's going to somebody. It's $1,999. What a show. What a show. I can tell you, whoever's here Tuesday during the day, they're going to get nothing but calls coming in asking about, please tell me that's still available. I thought you guys went out of business. I thought you were off air. I turned it on the first hour. You weren't there. Everything's gone, though. Take a look at this. That is, seriously, anybody who reviews this show tomorrow is going to be absolutely, like, mind blown. Yes?
The last radiant Kunzite and the Imperial white diamond ring are sold.
Thank you. Did someone get both together or two separate people? Who got them? Thank you. The last of our Kunzite just sold. Good. And then the diamond ring?
Laura.
Oh, thank you so much, Laura. Enjoy. All right. And thank you. That sold as well. So here we go. I'm going to keep on going with these incredible one-of-a-kinds. Yeah, look at that. That value. Everything. Let's take a look at our big emerald that is so new and fresh. Look at this one. I think this mounting. Oh, no. The best emerald I've got. Look at the clarity on this stone. The last time I saw an emerald look like this, we had a 2 carat, and it does do this. It's going to lean forward a little bit. My apologies, because it's just a really heavy band ring, and it's kind of, yeah, it just does this. It goes boop, like that. So that's what it's going to do here until I hold it up. But it is, rest assured, a bigger, wider band that's so artistically done with them cutout details. And I am really proud to say that this is going to be affordable as well, because I got to make everything affordable. 1125734 is your number. It's brand new right now. We're going to do some recaps, by the way. We've still got some recaps for you from pieces you may not have even seen earlier, like the Chameleon diamond, like the red, white, and blue ring, like the coral pendant. We're going to recap those. So if you already know you're thinking about them, you'll be able to grab them before I show them to the rest of the world. And the Imperial topaz that's super pink. But right now, this is our 62-point Colombian emerald. Forget, now I don't tell you often to ignore carat weights because they're important. They are less important when it comes to emeralds because they are so much less dense than every other stone out there besides opals that you really don't need to actually put all of your eggs into the carat weight basket. Because what you care about, and when a stone gives you clarity like that, when it's supposed to be absolutely, hey guys, when they come up with a euphemism to make inclusions sound glamorous, like, you know, if you've ever heard the term jardin, which is French for garden, and that's the euphemism we use to describe the inclusions in an emerald. When they have to come up with a French word to describe inclusions, then you know it's a dirty stone. It's a dirty stone. And that's a stone that just by nature is included. And yet, for those of you that say, yeah, emerald's not my thing because I'm a perfectionist. Well, I'm an emerald birthstone, and I'm a perfectionist, and that is why there are very few emeralds I come across that I'm going to like, even when they're just, even when you accept them for what they have, when you accept their natural obstacles that they have with those inclusions and that type 3 quality and that jardin of beautiful. Now, Spanish is more my thing, so my French accent is not very good because I'm more of a Spanish girl than a French girl, but you get the idea. That is why, again, when you come across a stone that is this clean, that's the one you need to have, to where even if you are the most strict of standards and you're going, yeah, I just can't do emeralds because I'm not willing to put up with inclusions. And then when you find really, really clean examples like this one, The price tags are out there. They're way out there, and they get really pricey really fast. Well, this is also a 65-point diamond weight, and it's almost like you have layers of gold and diamonds. You see the stacking of the diamonds up above the band, the cutout detailing in the band, the beautiful way this sits, white, yellow, or rose gold, and that, I'm sorry, that is just a spectacular, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say the F word. You can never say it on TV. You can never say this on TV, especially not around emeralds, but it's flawless, right? It's flawless. You can't say that about emeralds, because usually somewhere microscopically or not, there's going to be a lot of inclusions. I can't find a flaw in that stone. I can't find one. Let's take a look at it on the hand. There it is. There she glows right there. And she about to go too. We're going to make this really easy right now. First caller situation. White, yellow, rose. You decide. I like in the yellow. Emerald and yellow gold. Woo, it's rich. It's just rich. It's like money. Money, money. Look at how beautiful. Not so much money here. Not tonight. That's a wider band. There's something. I just got the greatest email because I sold this ring a couple of days ago with a ruby in it. And I got the most wonderful, long, complimentary. I mean, we're talking about overflowing with compliments on this band from somebody who really has high, strict standards when it comes to jewelry, and often tells me that, you know, I need it made the right way, and I really need it to be comfortable, and I need it to be a good gold weight, I need it to be significant, and that is I was just so thrilled to read this email because it was like the highest compliment, and it's so true, because you hear it from me and you go, yeah, but she's paid to say that stuff. She has to say it's good. She has to say it's comfortable. I don't have to say anything, and I say it like it is. Because you don't do this for 22 years every single day of your life if you're not somewhat trustworthy, right? You got to be like really honest, and brutally so. Because this is where, again, there's a lot of jewelry that I reject because I really don't, if I don't have glowing things to say about it, I don't need to show it. This is one of those rings that despite the cutouts, it's still got a great weight and feel. It's still beautifully done. This is like new, it's fresh. It's not your basic band. It doesn't look like everything else you've seen. You could walk into every jewelry store across the world and probably not see this ring anywhere else like it. It's just unique, and that's what I love about it. And yet it's got this almost like stacked kind of feel, right? This really important feel. I'm just sorry, it kind of leans, but that's just, again, testament to the gold weight it has. It's not $39.99. That's a great value. But a lot of you are going to say to me, no, it's a 62-point stone. Let me tell you, it always takes a 1 carat. I've had this mounting a few times. It usually takes a carat plus, sometimes a carat 25, sometimes a carat 30. Well, guess what? This one is the face of that carat plus stone. It's just a 62-point only because it's an emerald. If it's that measurement in any other stone, it's well over a carat. That's a fact. It's how the gem world works, not just with this emerald, but any. And it's not $39, it's not $29, it's not even $19.99. You're going to still get your choice of gold color. You don't need to size up. It tapers nicely in the back. It's look at how, even though it's got cutouts, which are part of the design element, it's still got that gold coming right down to the base, so it's going to feel that comfort on the hand. And yet, look at how this center almost halo, which looks a little floral, is set up higher than the rest of the band. So there's that texture we were talking about, and it's not even $19.99. I'm not kidding you. And no matter what angle, no matter if it falls forward, no matter if you see it up front, the clarity is still there. No matter what, it's exhibiting that clarity, that bright, bright, bright clarity. And it's not even going to be 19, 18, 17, 16. This has been happening all night. And it is my true pleasure to say it's not even $16.99 tonight to get this new ring that is new as of 2.5 hours ago. That's when it's just arrived. And now it's not even going to be $1,699. $1,599. We're just really going for it. We are going for it tonight. If anybody would like it, nobody's on the phone lines yet, but I would imagine we give this 60 seconds and we can say bye-bye and congrats, because it's not even $1,500. I'll make it $1,499 right now. First caller on that one, just the brightest, cleanest as they come. And typically, you're talking about Colombian emeralds, they're going to be that kind of clarity. That should be sitting in a museum under a bulletproof case. That's where it should be, under bulletproof glass, halogen lights streaming right on it, and everybody walking by going, ooh, that's pretty. That's not a $14.99 ring anywhere but right here at TVON. So we've got a few seconds left with that one. We'll let it just do its thing and rotate side to side till we've got a caller. Yes.
Can you reach for the coral pendant?
Would love to. I just have it in my hand right now, so that works. We'll show the coral pendant from earlier, another one you may have missed. Also have that, should we show the Chameleon again? The 51-point certified Chameleon. We got that one for you as well, under $3,000. You've never seen that before. And the emerald's here. And now for the most affordable idea of the night. It was just up here earlier, but I know a lot of you were not seeing us yet. So here we go, $99 for a coral and yellow gold pendant. Very, very classic, wearable. It's just, we went classic here with just the stone. 112, or 111 actually, 2193. It is our 6x9 millimeter. It's an opaque stone, so usually those are categorized as a millimeter size over a carat weight, and that is the case here. And you've got that beautiful 6x9. It is the quality. It's the color that tells you the quality is there, because it's that more red orange variety of coral. And we only have, now update me, because I imagine we have 3. We started with 3. We showed it when most of you weren't getting us on TV, so we probably still have 3, which means you could get more than 1 if you want to and have gifting opportunities, right? Giving fine jewelry and fine exotic gemstones for, under $100. I don't know if there's too many places right now to do that. Sterling silver right now is tough to get under $100. Sterling, and sterling silver is that's why everyone's gone that way, because when gold goes out of hand and goes outrageously in price, everyone kind of falls back to sterling. So even if you're seeing natural gems or fine or diamonds, you're seeing a lot of those set in sterling silver, which is technically a fine jewelry avenue, but it's not clearly as fine as gold or platinum. And so, you know, to be able to get a gold piece like this is and be under $100 is very special. So $99, our most affordable idea of the show. And we have 3 available. So you'd like 1, 2, or 3, you can go ahead and take those as you wish, and we'll have those right out to you in yellow gold only. We even have some pearl earrings that are here. They're more than a stud. We've got the big Tanzanite coming up. We'll do that next. I even have Paraiba drop earrings that are a beautiful green Paraiba. Do have the Aqua pendant if you're interested. Have another diamond pendant that actually features a really big yellow diamond. So we have to show that, because large yellow diamonds are something we specialize in. Yet I could never put together a price tag like what you're going to see in this pendant coming up right now. So that pendant's here. This pendant's actually a full, wow, I've never seen this before, but that looks like $1 million piece, because once again, it's a radiant cut. I told you earlier, radiant cuts are the thing right now in diamonds. 112-4730 is the number. I've never seen it. I doubt you have. It's 18 karat solid white gold. I'm going to throw in the box link chain that's also done in the 18 karat. And that's a really special chain. But then listen to this. You've got a 90 pointer in this yellow diamond. Almost a carat. Looks like a carat. Set within this tension setting of the gold on the sides. And then think of it. It's like our first bridge pendant. Because look at the sides. Those diamonds are actually, look at how that's set. First of all, flush in that double row of gold. The diamonds are underneath it, so you see how it's like a wave. Oh, it's like a little ramp of diamonds. I love that. And then you've got, oh gosh, come on. I'm just trying to show them the details here. Look at this. This is so wild, isn't it? So this is like a bridge design that we see in our rings, but in a pendant. Let me show it on the hand here so you can get an idea of the size. It is no small piece. And it is really lovely. 90 points on that center yellow, Tony, and then it's got 22 points of white diamonds underneath it. Better pave, great setting. Let me show you the length. Keep calling on the coral. They're still here. And then here it is. 1 inch and let's see, 1 1/4, top to bottom. And this box link chain that has adjustability. It's 18 inches at maximum length, but then you can slide this bar in so you can make it shorter in length as you want to. Let's show it. Are you guys ready to see it on the neckline? This is a really good piece. Take a look at that. Oh, that's pretty. That vertical style, that drop, and that's why it's so important to have the adjustability is you can wear it higher or lower. 18 inches is right about here on me. But then, of course, you could move it up. You could even make it a choker length, and then you can take this chain off this pendant and use it for other things as well. You can really have a lot of versatility. You got 2 great pieces of jewelry in one here happening for you, and it's not even going, well, this is crazy. This is absolutely nuts. The $59.99 piece comes down tonight. 1 caller only. Look at that yellow. Whew, that's a pretty stone. That one is going to be $1,999. And no, I've never had a 1 carat diamond priced that way in the yellows. But that's almost a carat. It's to be technical, it's a light 1 carat. But look at that. And to get Altogether, a carat 12 in diamonds, when your one bigger diamond is the yellow diamond in that fabulous cutting, and then the way this is sleekly set in that vertical drop style, like that stiletto style we love, this is just fabulous. And you're getting an 18 karat gold box link chain to go with it. That's your $800 chain right there. It'd be one thing if it was 14K, it'd be about $600. But the fact it's 18 karat gold is an upgrade, so it's about an $800 chain. And we have 20 minutes left in the show. And that one cannot stay. Not at $19.99. What a piece. It will be gone. And something about the way that it's almost floating or set tension-like, it looks like a bigger diamond to me. I have a lot of 1 carat diamonds for you almost every day. I've got one. That looks a lot bigger than a 1 carat. Something about, I think it's the cut and the setting. Floating above those white diamonds that do go underneath the stone. So you're seeing what a great way to show off the VS nature and the clarity of that stone. Does anybody have that one yet? All right, that one's here at the moment. Shall we show our big Tanzanite? Well, I'm a little intimidated to show it to you because I know we have these set prices on Tanzanite right now. The museum reserves are supposed to be $600 and $700 a carat. This night is calling for a little bit better value. So I'm gonna have to do something extreme here. And I will. With the double halo. Let me know if you'd like this one for $19.99. Wow, that's still here at the moment. Should not be. That's a really good one there. Fabulous piece. Don't forget, we do have this Aqua pendant as well, which is an emerald cut, Sierra Santa Maria, with the stack of the princess cuts above it. Wayne, were you picking something up from earlier?
From yesterday.
Oh, okay. What was that?
It was a princess cut white diamond.
Oh, very good. I remember those, yes. The hoops, I bet. They're beautiful. Enjoy. All right, let's get to our 9 carat. That's here. Well, guys, I said it before with the Imperial, which is also still here. The two pieces tonight that I think are our greatest individual values are still here. And I say that because immediately my wholesale brain goes to what would that yellow diamond sell for tomorrow in downtown LA in the second biggest diamond district in the world. And I'm there every day. So I can tell you this, the 90-point diamond, given that fancy cut in the yellow, by itself would sell for about triple this price in the wholesale district. So I'm a little surprised that's here. I said the same thing about the Imperial. That's the other one that I'm inclined to think about resale value. The Imperial topaz I had earlier, actually, I'm going to show it to you, and then we're going to get to our Tanzanite deal. We have 20 minutes left in the show. If you have any requests, get them in. This is one of, now, gradually throughout the evening, most of our pieces from earlier, I think a lot of you who didn't get the broadcast in the first hour are catching up with the show, and that's a good thing. And most of the pieces we had earlier are completely sold. But let me show you this Imperial's got to go. Because this is one of those magic pieces that it's got more pink than it does golden. It's still somehow here. That pendant is as well, but let's take a look at this because this doesn't make any sense to me. And these are the two highlights when it comes to what I think are our biggest resale values today, and therefore they're just a value. It doesn't mean you have to resell it. By goodness, no. It means you should pick it up because you love it and you're excited to wear it, and you want a rare carat 51 pink Imperial. But there is all that said to also say that with the carat 47 in diamonds, I'm far below the price of this mounting even back years ago. And that is because this is one of those museum meltdown moments where we're taking a museum best and bringing it down in the best way possible. And we need to get that yellow diamond home, and now the Imperial topaz, it's time. It is no longer, and this is what blows my mind, it's $89.99. It should never be less than that. When you look at the colors it has, all natural one source stone, yes. Precious topaz, as precious as it gets. Inside, finished throughout. Look at that undergallery. White, yellow, or rose. I'm going to change it in gold color if you so desire. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And this is one of the few pieces left from the show at this point. And yet it is going lower than $3,000. Carat 47 in diamonds, and you think $29.99 would do it, right? Well, actually, the sale prices got started early tonight. This is not even $29.99. That's one way to wear it. Here's the other. Flip it around. white, yellow rose. It's ready to go in the white. Tell us what size you'd like, but it's not even $29, $28, $27.99. This is madness. And we're happy to do it for you because you've seen a lot of jewelry values, no doubt. Tonight has been some of our truly best ever, and I'm making this even better than $27.77. It is $2,699, and somebody is just going to love it. You're going to just adore it. It is that level of quality, major diamond weight, great finishing on the interior of the ring. It's everything we want it to be and then some. Plus, we have a 9-carat for you in a Tanzanite coming up that I got to blow out as well. And we still have our Rhodochrosite, our pink sapphire brooch, our Chameleon diamond for under $3,000. A yellow diamond is coming up as well. And then we've only got 17 minutes left in the show. So let us know if you have any last-minute requests that we can get to. The Tanzanite is on the way. The Imperial should go. It's a really fantastic color. It's, to me, when I look at those pinks, we've seen a number of them at this point, but what really strikes me here is that there's almost a purple element coming through on those pinks. There's almost like a fuchsia purple. It feels like it's glowing a bit. $27.99. It's not that price. It's $26.99. So it's even better than what's up on the screen. And we should probably keep it under wraps, but there it is. So $26.99 if you'd like it. Yes, it's $26.99. And that will be it. Plus, there's a fire opal deal. If anybody needs a red ruby-like fire opal, this is very ruby-like, isn't it? I think most people would just assume that's a Burma ruby, but that's our fire opal for you, is that really great quality of fire opal. Have some Paraiba earrings that are awfully affordable. This would be the match. If you're lucky enough to have Paraiba in a ring, let's take a look at these earrings very quickly here. Then we'll get to our Tanzi, but this is something to behold because it's not just the Paraiba. It's the way the big diamonds are set here amongst the kind of your centerpiece here, if you will, between the diamonds in the hoop and the Paraiba itself, which has got that blue-green, but mostly green. It's that neon green, which we've had a number of those Paraibas of late. This is our first earring, really, in the green Paraiba material. They're 18-karat gold, 1125524. They stay in the white gold here, but it's going to be our 187 of total Paraiba carat weight. And then look at that. That's that fancy cut diamond, kind of like that obelisk shape. It's like a variation of a kite cut. And then the round brilliant diamonds as well. It's 18K, 187 in the green Paraibas, 32 points is the diamond weight. And there's only one pair. And I've got to pop one on for you so you can also see the length, the size, all that they give, all that they deliver. Great little hoop that's got that hinged backing. You flip this down and it opens up just like so. Probably the first time they've ever been opened. Then you flip it up, it locks into place. It could not be easier. I'm about to try this one on, but after I give you the measurement here from top to bottom, that's going to be a measure of 1 1/4 inches. Beautiful neon greens to that. Of course, we know the greens that exhibit mostly green like that, they have a higher copper content. It's why a lot of collectors specifically go for these more green Paraibas as opposed to the blue greens. It's just, to me, if you can get affordability, hopefully it gives you the opportunity to collect as many as you could ever want and not have to think about one day, the maybe someday piece. This is just it now because of all these values happening on this big Monday night. And that certainly is a gorgeous, gorgeous earring with, you can see here in this lower light, how neon and bright those stones are. And there's a major value happening right now, the $79.99. Look at this, $79.99. There they are. There's the earring right there. And now all my little notes are going to be about a new price, a better price, a better than even $3,000 price when you've got almost 1 carat in each ear. Also, that diamond weight, though, is amongst the big diamond that you have right between the rounds and the Paraiba itself. That's about a fancy cut VS diamond. You're getting that too. They're not even $29.99. How about this for value already? The savings are $5 grand. We're going even lower. Let's take another look at them close up. Just that drop, that movement they give, that neon you get in those stones, that is incredible. But they're not even 29. I kind of knew this would happen, right? We need to really just keep doing what we've been doing all night. Bring the very best values you've seen. And this is not even 29, 28, 27, 26. They're irreplaceable. People say to me all the time, what's the retail? What's the retail? If people are telling you retails on Paraibas, they're lying. They straight up fibbing because they don't exist in retail. This is a museum stone, an auction house stone, and even in the trade shows these days, we got representatives in Hong Kong right now. Big trade show going on. Nobody's selling Paraibas. They've got them. They're holding on to them. They're not selling them. So there's really nothing available. So if you're given prices on Paraiba, we can always give you what I can just tell you personally. I have some, so I get them appraised all the time, because you do need to get them reappraised all the time, because that's how quickly the prices are elevating. So if you don't get them appraised, you're not getting your full value if the worst were to happen, and you've got them on your insurance plan and all of that, which I recommend doing, by the way. If you do have Paraibas, think about getting them appraised and putting them on that insurance policy. I learned the hard way. If you don't, now I'm not here to give insurance advice. I don't know the first thing about insurance, except that I've learned, because I had all my jewelry stolen, that if it's not on your policy, you get nothing for it. So, and again, you need to have those appraised if you want to get your value for it. So I learned that the hard way. So again, just a little word to the wise, put those jewelry pieces that are of value on your policies, so if the unthinkable were to happen, that you're covered. But again, this is not even $26.99, and yet you can't really put a price tag on these. So here's how we do it. We make it easy. We give you great value. They're not even $26 or $25.99. And this is going to be one pair in white gold, no sizing needed. They'll be out to you tomorrow, but they're only $2,499 instead. And that's with the incredible 18 karat gold and that great diamond weight that you get with it as well. So $24.99, and that's it. So a very, very special pair of earrings. Now they've got that reduced price. We're going to show you the big Tanzanite coming up that's got our 9 karat emerald cut that I will have to find a way to bring to this super low per carat price. And if you have any questions here, we're at the end of the show. We have 11 minutes and 30 seconds left, and we need to move a lot of jewelry. So again, it's the Brazilian Alexandrite that's GI certified that's left, the Chameleon diamond that's left, the Imperial topaz that's left, and the Tanzanite I'm about to show you. And that'll wrap up our evening. But again, if there's already something you're thinking about, let us know now. The earrings are here. Do not let them stay, because I don't think they will stay this show. Look at this. Hello, 9 carats. It's the second whistle Tony's given us tonight. It was the Imperial and it's the Tanzanite, and now they're both here. So we got some reds here. And I know I probably say this too long, but at this point, a lot of you weren't with us earlier, so it felt like it was needed. 112565, item number. And it's going to be a 9 karat exactly. They're calling it an asher cut. It's not. It's an emerald cut. It'll probably say asher cut on your invoice. It's not an asher cut. It's an emerald cut. And that is probably why, oh good, I got some freewheeling to do here. It looks like we got the wrong photograph and the wrong, this is going to help you. This is really going to help. The $12,999 price tag that I know this to be, out of here. Look at the reds just by simple looking through in the most bright light you can ever imagine. The reds that are coming through are amazing already. Look at it on the hand. And if you are ready for a little museum reserve action, but a better than $700 or $800 per carat price tag, you're getting it right now. All the way through the center. The most important look at an emerald cut you can get is seeing it from afar on the hand, because you want to evaluate what's happening in the middle of the stone. What's happening there, actually? The whole stone is going red on me, like a just changed from a Tanzanite to a ruby. The whole stone is lighting up. And do you think this is the one that I should be discounting to our lowest per carat on a museum reserve? Probably not, but it is also the last 10 minutes of the show. And this could be considered the grand finale of all grand finales, because it's not even going to be $10,000. 9 carats of museum level like that, when there's the double halo. I do want to show you the great look from the sides here, the way that basket, you want it elevated. It's going to help that stone and help those diamonds look their absolute best. Let the light stream on in. Look at it from every angle. Let me show you. I feel like I'm crowding it a bit. Let's zoom back a bit. It's a towering ring. It's a stunning skyscraper of a Tanzanite. And we have got our best of the best. And you know what I'm going to do is blow it out right now. It's not even 99, 89, 79, 69, 59, 49. The problem with $49.99 is we've got 9 minutes to move it. It will absolutely go. Y'all sit here now at this point. I do too. And we look at it from a per carat level. We ignore the diamonds, we ignore the gold, and we say, can she give me the most ridiculous low per carat price I've ever seen? And the answer is, I am right now. I will right now. And what is already too low at $49.99 is about to descend into the depths of discounting you've never witnessed before. So get ready. This is amazing. Any gold you want. White, yellow, rose, you decide. The stunning quality is there. Let's take a look. I'm going to get you lower than 49 just for the record right now. We're at an unbelievable low. That's like $5.55 a carat. That's pretty good. But you're not paying that. That would be if that nearly a carat in diamonds and gold are free. You're not paying $4,500. For the record, that's $500 a carat. You're not spending $44 or $43 or $42.99. I can make this easy or I can make this hard. I've got to make this easy. Right now, first caller, not even $42 or $41.99 for the Lux. L-U-X. That's the Lux color right there. That is what it is. Look at what that's able to do. And all the time, I tell you, up close, you're not going to see much red flash. You got to see it away from the spotlight. Look at the reds that it's giving now. It's in the center of the spotlights. It is under the hottest lights you can imagine, and look at the amount of reds it's giving. And it's not 41, and it's not $4,099 either. Get ready and buckle up, or just dial, because it's $3,999, which makes it $440 some dollars a carat. I think it's $444. And yet, you get free diamonds and gold. You get this wider band, the 9-carat stone in the museum reserve we love, and we almost went an entire show without seeing a blue wing. Well, that's kind of a preview of what's to come, because there are so few left. We're going through what's left of the Museum Reserve. They were recently released, and now you're getting a chance to own the Museum Reserve stones for yourself. Do you have a museum at home? You can. You have a stone worthy of it. You have a stone that is absolutely the ones that 5.5, nearly 6 years ago now, were set aside to be on display in museums across the world. They are here only, exclusive to us. And you are looking at a museum reserve that is $444 a carat with free diamonds and a lot of gold. So there is something to be said about values. End of the night is here. We're going to show you a little recap of what we have left, because I've got some winners that still have to go. The Chameleon diamond's coming up. The Imperial topaz is coming up. And the Alexandrite that is certified. 2 of the 4 rings I'm going to have on this recap wheel are GIA certified, which we can go months on end without seeing GIA certified stones like this. So yes, Tony's got the right idea. Let's go. Here we go. So we're going to add a couple pieces to the Tanzanite so you can see what else is still here, because we do have the Chameleon diamond with the greens that go to the orangey yellows. We've got the Imperial that is supposed to be just yellow, but it's got a lot of pinky red to it and even some purple. And then I'm going to add 2 more to this wheel. So what else are we going to add? The Alexandrite. Also GIA certified, like the Chameleon, our 1 carat 24 Alexandrite from Brazil, as labeled, as listed on the GIA cert, is also here. And do you know that everything on this wheel, from the Chameleons to the Imperial, I mean, it doesn't get much more of a rare, exotic compilation than what this is. This is truly like rare, rare, rare everywhere you look. And yet, everything on this wheel is $39.99 or less. And you know what else is here? Is this emerald ring that's also from earlier. Let me bring this Chameleon off to the side here, because then all of our GIA certifies will be on the right side of your screen. Here's the emerald that we still have remaining for $14.99. And then I don't know if you saw this, but this is the ruby sapphire diamond ring that is here for $999. There's the multitude of colors here, very red, white, and blue, but doesn't necessarily, doesn't have that, strict, like we expect to see a flag or stars and stripes. This is actually like a medallion style ring that's got the 18 karat gold. That's under $1,000. And let me see if there's something else I can add. Sure. I'll add the fire opal to it that you haven't seen fully presented. This is the 72-point fire opal with 58 points in diamonds. Halo design, it's a double halo. That's actually going to be only $888. So a wide variety of exotics up here. Everything exotic, but nothing expensive. They're all $39.99 or less, because they've all been discounted. They're all brought to their final lows. We have 4 minutes exactly left in the show. And any questions you have on this wheel, I would love to hear them, because we can tell you all about them. Get them on the hand again, bring up the graphics for you, and get you all these fabulous pieces shipped out to you for free. So this is the time to pick them up. Let me walk you through again. If you are not familiar with anything on this wheel, because this is our final few minutes, everything's got to go from this wheel. This is the $14.99 Superstar. high clarity emerald with that wide band. The Imperial topaz behind it is $26.99. That is the most pinky reds Imperial we have, and a just gorgeous diamond mounting with over a carat and a half. The unbelievable red, white, and blue. Sapphire, rubies, diamonds together, $9.99. 18K on that one. That's a lot of 18 karat gold. The Alexandrite is GIA certified. It's a carat 24. That's $39.99. So is the Tanzanite. That is our 9 karat red flashing emerald cut. That's going to be $39.99. And then we've got the Chameleon diamond. 51 point Chameleon, $29.99. The fire opal in the middle is $8.88. That is our last call in the show. Don't forget about the Paraiba drop earrings that are also here. And that's it. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. We're back not on Tuesday. We don't have a show on Tuesday, but we're back with you Wednesday night at 7 Pacific, 9 Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. That's for Thursday and Wednesday. So we'll see you back. Hopefully our television carriers will be broadcasting us as normal. We certainly hope. And then if you have any questions on this, we'll be here not only for the last 2.5 minutes of the showtime that we've got, but also after we go off the air. We're still here. We don't go anywhere. We're here. So we're here most of the night. So let us know if you have any questions. But our phone lines do shut down after about 5 minutes now on the weeknights. So you got 5 minutes after we go off the air here. In 2 minutes, we have 5 minutes left for you to call. So utilize that phone number. Give us a call. Thanks again for being with me tonight. So sorry for all of our broadcasting issues tonight. Hope it'll be better on Wednesday. We will soon find out. Wednesday at 7, be here. We've got great continuations of museum meltdowns and the like. But let's take a last look at this wheel. We've got a lot of great jewelry up there for our last 2 minutes, and we're looking forward to finding out what you'd like to get home and try. Remember, you have a money-back guarantee on everything you see up there. We've got gold color changes on, I think, everything up there except one. Everything except this red, white, and blue ring in the back. That's got to stay in the 18 karat white gold. Remember, that's $999 tonight. So our last call on this show, this Monday edition. Thanks again for enduring what has been a wild night of values and a lot of issues with the broadcasting. But again, Wednesday night, we should be back on a normal 7 o'clock Pacific time. And that will be a great 3-hour show. We also have Thursday with you as well. Looking forward to both of those evenings. We're not here on Tuesdays, but again, that's also where we want to remind you to dial in now on anything you'd like to see or own before they are already gone. Because a lot of these pieces get spoken for at the end of our evening. So that is now, and we're looking forward to hearing from you if you have any questions on those. But again, to look at that wheel and see everything under $39.99 or at $39.99 or less is pretty impressive, right? When you consider what's up there, the 9 karat blue wing Block D Museum Reserve, the Alexandrite, those are the $39.99 pieces. Everything else is far less, like $29.99, $8.88, $14.99, $26.99, and the $9.99 red, white, and blue ring in the back in the 18 karat gold. They are not to be missed. So enjoy, and again, let us know if you have any questions on any of those. We're here for a few minutes. The phone lines are still open for you. 30 seconds left. Again, no show tomorrow. We see you back Wednesday night, 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. We hope to see you all there. Then we'll have 3 incredible hours of jewelry for you as usual and great value. So thanks again for being with us tonight. We appreciate you watching and shopping. And again, please call. There's a lot of calls coming in for those items because they've all got to go, and they will. So don't wait around because they're going to go and we want you to get them home. So enjoy. Thanks again for being with us. From all of us at TVON, I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you on Wednesday.